Welcome to the Perth Footy League's A-grade match of the day.
Today we are broadcasting from the University of Western Australia Sports Park as University take on North Fremantle.
We thank our Perth Football League major sponsor, Carlton United Breweries, and of course our broadcast sponsors, Dartfish, Filming Footy and Sports Interactive. Now, please welcome your commentary team, Cam Robbins and Ward Harris.
Welcome to McGilvray Oval. Round 11 clash sees University versus North Fremantle, 3rd versus 7th. But very interesting, North Freo. There's 3 teams on 16. They're only one off the 4th positions. My name's Cam Robbins. Joined the commentary box by Brett Moe and Ward Harris. Firstly you, Brett. Good to see you young fellas have a win this morning, mate. The Hammers of the Kareem boys.
Yeah, the Kareem boys had a win. Expected to. Kenwick are just struggling for a few numbers and they've got a reasonably young side for Colts. So, yeah, as expected. But beautiful day for footy. You wake up as a player and open the curtains and smile on days like this.
Nice brewing, isn't Ward? Good to see you back after last week with a bit of the flu, mate. You still got a bit of a cough and snout.
Yeah, we're a bit nasally today, gentlemen. But yeah, almost back to 100%, I reckon. But look, you guys didn't need me last week. Excellent job by you two, I reckon.
I picked up a guru here in the left.
Mate, he goes okay, doesn't he?
Look like an idiot, mate.
Oh,
so he's
geez,
the leader, mate. Don't worry about that.
There we go. That's why he's sitting in the middle, isn't he? That's right.
Exactly. Very interesting last week, boys, that Uni had a 5-goal win over TAs and North Freo. They gave North Beach very much a surprise. They've been unbeaten. They only went down by 2 goals. And what I heard, Brett, they could actually won the game as well.
Yeah, okay, 14 points. We saw North Freo a couple of weeks ago and were quite impressive against Kingsway, who are obviously up there in the ladder, and they pushed North Beach last week. So, you know, I think it sounds like Groundhog Day here, but I mentioned the last 2 games. They're intriguing contests because of the way the ladder's situated, and this week's no different. Really a must-win for North Fremantle to stay in touch with that top 5.
Actually, speaking of ladder, I have it right in front of you. So North Beach have played 9 and won all 9. Sit on the top. Curtin Uni sitting second, 7 wins and 2 losses. University, the team here, they're sitting third with 6 wins and 3 losses. Kingsway sitting fourth with 5 wins and 4 losses. That's when it gets interesting. 5 and 6, Fremantle CBC, Trinity Aquinas and also North Freo. They're hovering around that 4 and 5. So very close in that 4th position there. And good to see also Wembley have a few wins as well. And Scarborough last week, we saw that game last week, Brett, and they were very impressive against Curtin Uni Wesley.
Yeah, it's probably a combination of Scarborough being very good and probably walked away a little bit disappointed in Fremantle CBC's effort.
Yep.
You know, they did have their goal kicking was terrible, but just overall they just lacked a bit of zest last week. And Scarborough had some good players come back. Ward, Scott Tyers down back did a really good job, and just the experience of Wade Toomey and Scott Worthington was just, and Big Bomber in the ruck, who unfortunately he has done a severe knee injury. He was outstanding last week, and he was the Dartfish player of the match last week.
And speaking of Dartfish player of the match, once again they get the beanie and they get the thongs. There they are. There's the beanie, and I've managed to get one off John. We all got one, so
yeah, nice,
fell
mate.
off the back of a truck. Bit of a contra deal there. And they are the thongs. Look at the colour of those, mate. They look good on you down at Scarborough Beach, Brett, I reckon. Middle of the summertime. Or
Mightn't go with my eyes, but anyway.
I reckon they're a Cam Robbins special.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah.
So the Archie thongs and the Dartfish beanie. So that'll be judged by these 3 lunatics, being myself, Brett and Ward. So thanks very much for your company. Streaming live on over the greens and Facebook, and also interesting game this. I'm going to go for University boys. Homegrown advantage. I think they'll be too good today.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same corner there, mate. I was impressed with North Freo, but Uni might be a bit too good at home.
Yeah, I'm jumping across actually on North Freo. I think the midfield battle's going to be a really interesting one. We've got 2 really strong ruckmen for University. I think there's a couple of big outs in the midfield for Uni today, and I think the Palumbos, Diggles and those boys might just end up controlling it.
I think Ryan Donaldson's a massive out for Uni, isn't
he
it?
is,
So here away again. The umpire's about to throw the ball up. Thanks for your company at McGilvray Oval. Knock work from University through the hands was okay. Chisel the ball out there to Lachlan McKay. He goes forward. North Fremantle hunt the ball down in the back half of the area there. Or should have stood his feet, but didn't. Uni have the numbers close to the boundary line there. Kept in play was very good. Good tackle by the North Fremantle player. And it's a hot spot in there, Brett. The ball's going nowhere.
Yeah, they've got all medium-sized players, a lot of the University boys through the middle there. Big ruckman though.
It is Hamish Murray. Brings the ball to the ground. Good ruck work. Hits it over there to Lachlan McKay. Here's a couple of possessions early. He goes forward. Hit Blakely up. He handball the ball out to no one in particular. North Freo have the numbers. Hitting the ball very hard was the defender for the North Fremantle, and good effort by him is very impressive last week. Number 18, Liam Porter, he's had a very consistent year all year. Young Porter. So boundary line, kick and a half out for University. Scoring areas, young Ryan Donaldson's running the water there in front of us. Be a big loss for University this afternoon. Held it when he didn't have it was the North Fremantle player, and the umpire saw that as well. So David Flamingo is pretty impressive the other week when we saw him down North Freo.
Yeah, he was pretty
good marks.
Yeah, he was very, very good those couple of weeks ago, wasn't he? Super important player for the North Freo team.
Ben Fraser does it lace out and finds his Joey Palimbo, who is also impressive with the fleet-footing little small players in North Fremantle. They're pretty impressive, and that's why they beat Kingsway a few weeks ago. And shout out to, once again, North Fremantle. The hospitality by then was absolutely outstanding, wasn't it?
It always is down there.
Yep, they get the ball forward. Handball's okay. The pressure was good. Somehow falls in the hand there of Jack Micro around the corner and out of bounds on the full. But good start by North Freo.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pick up Matt Davies, number 9 for Uni, kicked 7 last week. So just a medium-sized forward. Obviously an important matchup for the Freo boys ward.
Yeah, he's going to be an interesting player. A lot of talent and a lot of experience at Claremont over the years. We saw him a couple of months back on a Friday night, play very, very good and kick a couple of important goals as well. So really important matchup there for the North Freo team.
Good strong tackle then by Nicholas Watson. Just picked him up like the old-fashioned World Championship wrestling and dumped him on the ground.
Yeah, that's a really good matchup there, Murray on Watson. That'll be an intriguing one throughout the day.
Hitting the ball hard. He's had a good year also well. Matty Hill. He hunts the ball very well. Hill gets a lot of possessions. It'll probably be a good fantasy footballer, I reckon. Gets a lot of touches down back. Does Matt Hill. So early stages, the pressure's good. Gone 2.5 minutes. There's been no score. Beyond umpire's going to throw the ball in. It's a good one. Watson over the back was okay. Roving even better was Joey Palumbo. Handball over the top with Jack Micro. Micro in the square. I think the University player's been held when he didn't have it. The umpire saw that as well. Good little win there. The key forward is Jackie Perrin. He was out muscled then by the University defender, and they chisel the ball out here to Lachlan Mackay. Mackay tucked away in the back pocket. Looking at his option, he just kicks the ball down the line to the big ruckman in Murray. Good strong mark. Oh, didn't take it. Umpire should have really played that. He didn't have it there through Montaris. Good handball there. Finds Kajitsky on the right. Goes to the point of the square. Davis surely was held. If it stands up, they'll be away here. Matt Davis got an absolute eternity to pick it up, but he can't pick it up. Handball over the top. He's made a fist of that. Has Matty Davis. Oh my God, that was ordinary effort.
Jeepers.
Panic when he didn't have a lot more time than he thought. So North Fremantle, they get out of jail then, boys.
Geez, that was a Stephen Milne grand final moment there almost, wasn't it? Maybe not quite as unfortunate as that, but geez, he's missed an absolute beauty there.
Well
Probably the dartfish clanger of the day so far, Ward.
Mate, wow. 5 minutes in, I think we found it.
But he was by himself. I think he had more time than he thought, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, unfortunately.
So boundary line, umpire's going to throw the ball up. It's going to be big Doc Blakely doing the ruck work versus big Watson. Watson brings the ball to ground. Uni had the number 2, Kajitsky. Well done by Palumbo for North Fremantle. He read that very well and gets the ball again and kicks the ball down the line, and an effective kick and finds Lachlan McGrath. McGrath on the far wing brings the ball in the corridor. It's a good effective kick and finds Ben Fraser. He can switch Fraser too. And finds David Flamingo. Flamingo can switch again. This is what they do the other week, North Fremantle, through Shane Way. They just mix the ball up. Benny Ellsworth, beautiful kick by him. Passage of play so far for North Fremantle are very good. And they gain a few metres here and find Mitchie Anderson. Anderson tries to find Jolly Palimbo. He's set up on by 2 or 3 players for University. And University come the ball out. And good kick for him. And finds his teammate all by himself there. And Cam Wilson. Good first name, this bloke. Cam Wilson on the right. Kicks the ball down the line. Blakely caught behind the play. The North Fremantle player read it better was Liam Porter. He can switch to play again. Ooh. The ball doesn't stand up. In a bit of trouble now, North Freo. Handball's okay by the University player then Ben Taylor. But good second effort by the North Fremantle. I tell you, North Fremantle are on here this afternoon early, aren't they?
Yeah, they're looking really good at the moment. I think it's just going to be the odd skill error here or there for either of these teams that might actually end up giving us our first goal. But look, a really strong start from North Freo.
And bringing out the ruck was a big fella there in Nicholas Watson. Kicks the ball to half forward. Good tackle by Timmy O'Hara behind, but North Fremantle have the numbers. They kick the ball down the line through Jackie Micro. Track the ball very well as the North Fremantle player there in Lachlan McGrath. Have the numbers here. If it stands up, this could be the first goal. And I tell you what it is. That is the first goal around the corner. The goal umpires caught it. And it's a goal. North Fremantle get the first goal through Campbell Putland. And he's also impressive a couple of weeks ago, Putland.
The professor, I believe.
Professor
Cam?
Putland.
That's right.
From a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Professor Putland.
Yeah, they used the footy quite well a couple of times. It broke down once across half forward, but you're right, you're calling it that they are on, and they certainly seem that way. And this interchange bench is extremely busy park in front of Ward.
Yeah, definitely right. A bit going on there. So look, they have started really well, very, very similar to how they started a couple of weeks ago. We've seen them quite willing to spread the ball well, and they use the wings so well just to create those angles and find a good passage inside 50. And look, there we go, Campbell Putland, right place, right time, and snaps a beauty to get North Fremantle on the board.
Yeah, the Nutty Professor's nailed his first, and we're gone just on 6.5 minutes. North Fremantle 1 straight 6. Uni yet to score. They have the ball again, North Fremantle through Jackie Diggle. Finds his teammate over there. Handball's okay, and find Reed Hilton. Chant of handballs down the line was very, very good, and surely as hell when he didn't have it. It could be Jackie Perham there, or could be his opposition player. I think it's the latter. So University can repel again through the back pocket area. And McGilvray, conditions here are absolutely beautiful. So it decides to play on. University kick the ball down the far side. Good chain of handballs. The University good through Montaris. Bit of a run and carry. Kicks the ball down the line, and good kick and good take mark. Then this time Matt Davies, like his time again a few minutes ago. That's a beautiful weighted kick by Davies, and finds Shawnee Trombetto.
Yeah, look, that's going to be an interesting one. Trombotto, he's got genuine pace. He's only a little kind of guy, but he always ends up troubling the scoreboard. When we've got someone like Matty Davies able to kick like that, that's going to be a really tough matchup for whoever gets the young bloke down the forward line today.
Tommy Bertoli's down back. He's had a couple of wins on Big Jackie Perham the first 5 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if those couple of free kicks against end up frustrating Perham and what that does for his mindset for the day.
So it's 45 metres out. Kick looks good, and it looks very good. So first goal to Shawnee Trombetta. So we're even Stevens here. We've gone 8 minutes and 16 seconds. University are 1 straight, and North Fremantle are also 1 straight.
Bit of a different look from full forward for North Fremantle, being either Nicholas Watson or Jack Perham compared to Trombetto coming out of the square, who's vertically challenged, but as Ward alluded to, very quick off the mark. So it's a contrasting look at the game.
And beautiful weighted kick by Matty Davis.
Yeah, very good, wasn't it?
Made up for this little hiccup in the first minute and a half to deliver it lace out to Shorty Trombetta, and he converts quite easily here. So middle of the ground once again. Umpire throws the ball up. Well done by Murray. The ruckwork was picture perfect. Threw in his back when he didn't have it. Was a University play, and the umpire was right on it as well. And Benny Harding on his trusting left foot. Good kick, and finds his teammate on the far wing. So University now starting to settle the game down a bit. Starting to look a bit more composed. Kick the ball to the pockets. Pretty ordinary kick off the boot. And Liam Porter, as he does so every week, he mops down very well down the half back. He switches the play and finds his teammate there in Lachlan McManus. Lachlan McManus, who's relation to Sean?
I think he is, actually. I think that's his young bloke.
Okay,
yep.
Good kick by him. And still tucked away in the defensive part of the ground on North Fremantle, kicking the ball down the line, trying to find Perrin. Is that play right on? A good aggressive tackle then by Tommy Bertoli. Tell you what, he's going to earn his kicks this game, I reckon.
Good matchup. Perham kicked 4 last week against North Beach, who comes into the game in pretty good nick. So an important battle within the game.
So Lachlan McGrath doing the ruck work this time versus North Fremantle. I'll give him that one. And North Fremantle gain a few metres here on the far side. Jack Perham puts a little bit of pressure on. And boundary umpire says, give it to me. We're going just on 10 minutes of the first quarter. A goal apiece to Uni and North Freo. And pressure by both sides early is very good. Boundary umpire throws the ball in. Hamish Murray gets the front position, brings the ball to the ground. And little effort there over the top with Ben Harding. And beautiful kick by him. He finds the dock Docky Blakely on his left was very good and finds Mantaris. He had to go back, and why wouldn't you? Could have got in the hands of Benning Harding. He kicks the ball high in the air. Pretty ordinary kick by him. Ball comes to ground. Uni have the numbers. Umpire's called play. Unlucky didn't get one hole as a University player, but good decision in the end by the umpire. On the bottom of the ground was the University play in Dwayne Lake. He picks himself off the ground. We're about a kick and a half out from goals on the University, kicking to the right of the screen. North Fremantle kicking to the left. Blakely wins the ball to the ground. Finds his teammate over there in Sebastian Ashford. Once again, North Freo have the numbers. Hard running there by Joel Palumbo. Went through traffic. Very good was Palumbo. Good smother off the boot by the University player. And pressure once again by both sides. Ward and also Brett are very good.
Yeah, look, it's been really good so far. Obviously, North Freo came out really strong to start with, ended up jagging that goal nice and early, and then University have just kind of settled, but it's going to be this midfield battle at the moment that just seems to be quite even. Both ruckmen seem to be matching up pretty well, and it'll be interesting to see who's able to get the next one on the board.
Well, lucky it wasn't holding the ball, and it certainly was. Yeah. Had an eternity to get rid of that, Brett, I would have thought.
Wonderful tackle.
Yep, and North Fremantle switch again, and a good telling mark by Joshy Kuno. Lowers his eyes and also finds Mitch Anderson. Anderson can bring the ball in the corridor and finds his teammate there in Jack Micro. There's Micro, the true half-back flank for North Fremantle. He can switch as well. Just they do this every week, do North Freo. Joshy Kuno will switch again. A good passage of play here and finds Matty Hill down the line. Good effort by North Fremantle, just gaining a few meterage, and there they find the big fella, Jackie Prowram. He kicks the ball down the line. Beautiful kick to space. And use of the footy by North Freo. 7 or 8 beautiful kicks. And they've turned it straight over, reading it very well as Hamish Murray for University.
It was the last one that let him down, Ward.
Oh, the commentator's curse there, I reckon, by Cam Robbins.
And ball over those at K. North Fremantle have it. Kicking the ball forward. There was Barton. And finds his teammate there in Jackie Micro. He's been lively early, Micro. Controls the ball down back. Kicks the ball to space. Good ball over the top by the University players. Done very well. He's Tommy Bertoli.
Yeah, he's been very good so far. As we've mentioned, a great matchup, Brett.
Yeah, pivotal in this contest. Both midfielders just finding their feet, aren't they? It's a real battle through the middle of the ground. Might be just that last kick inside 50 might be the difference for the second and third goal for each team.
Yeah, I've liked Micro on Harding actually. That seems to be a genuine head-to-head, probably both teams' main ball winners. So that's definitely one to watch throughout the day.
And good tackle by the University player there in Cam Wilson. It's about 30 metres out for the North Fremantle scoring area. Bruckwick was okay through traffic. Handball was fantastic. Very good vision then by Jack Diggle. Tried to find Jolie Palumbo, and it's gone through for another minor point.
He's tried to kick a goal like he did a couple of weeks ago there, I reckon, Cam.
So the first point of the day, North Fremantle 1-1, University 1. We're going just on 13 minutes of the first quarter. Uni can bring it down. Good kick down the line. Just pretty quiet at the moment, Uni. They're trying to get some kind of tempo in their game. I think the pressure for North Fremantle has been good. They switched the ball over the far side. Dropped an easy mark was a University player in Colleton. Hence they move forward to North Freo. The ball stands up. Reid Hilton. I tell you what, he celebrated the goal, but I think he was out of bounds was the young fella.
He was up and about,
he
wasn't he?
Was, Reid Hilton. Good goal, but unfortunately it was out of the boundary line area. 14 and a half minutes now. North Fremantle 1-1, University 1 goal. Around the grounds, 2 boys, a couple of games. Kingsway versus Curtin Uni Wesley, Collegians versus Fremantle CBC, Scarborough versus TAs, and North Beach versus Wembley. Big pass plays down there at North Beach. And it's very close to where I live, so I've got a couple of frothies after the game, boys, when I go past on my way home to North Beach. So I'll think of you guys about 5:45.
No, good on you. That seems to be a common theme for you, Cam.
Yeah, seems to be a weekly theme.
It does.
Boundary upfield umpire throws the ball up. Shoulder by the North Fremantle player. That was very, very impressive then by Campbell
boy
Putland.
has not moved.
I don't think there's nothing malice in it. Just ran hard at him, and University have a good mark there.
Some genuine care from a North Fremantle forward here as well. He knows he's in a bit of trouble, that University boy.
But I don't think there's any malice in it, Brett. He
No,
just found at it.
Yeah, he
Elbow
ended up
was
hitting him.
tucked in.
He did get him pretty well, but as you said, definitely no malice in that one at all.
And he's done a good job too, Bartoli down back. So interesting match up this on Perham as Bartoli's out. University could be in a bit of trouble down back. But up forward at the moment, University are about 40 metres out from goal. Bounce umpire throws the ball in. Running over there was Sebastian Ashford. Stretch has come out, boys. Not looking good.
No, unfortunately not, is it?
There's certainly nothing we like to see, but it was from here. It looked like a pretty fair,
Yeah,
really
it did.
good
It's just
square hip and shoulder.
Yeah, and he's obviously he's unfortunately probably just got him in the wrong spot. But as we've said, no malice in it at all. And look, yeah, thoughts with the player at the moment now, just making sure that he's okay.
Still hasn't moved, guys. I've got the binoculars on here, and Stretch is now out. So yeah, big loss there to Tommy Bartoli.
Well, I'm probably hoping the medical team's just, having a chat with him, just saying,
Taking
look,
their
mate,
time.
if take your time. No need to get moving too quick, mate. Look after yourself.
And good to see Docky Blakely is a doctor by the day in footy in the weekend, so he's over there as well, Doc Blakely, to make sure the young fella's okay. But he has moved, he's up and about, he's come to his senses now, so good sign. So any family listening out there for young Tommy Bartoli, he's up on his feet, and would you believe he does want to go on the stretcher. He's going to get his arm around him, but well done caring also for the North Fremantle players as well. You don't like to see anyone hurt, and I went to make sure he was okay.
He looks a lot better than he did a couple of minutes ago. So
Yeah,
at least
definitely
he's
right.
conscious and he's up and only supported by one trainer. So certainly won't see him out in the ground again today, but he looks as though he's at least with us.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah, look, he definitely suggests he won't be playing any further part in this game, but great to see him walking off, and look, we almost get back to some footy again.
Absolutely. So just repeating the scores, it's pretty low scoring one at the moment. 16 minutes, North Fremantle 1-1. University 1. What would be the scoring end with a breeze, Brett?
I'm going to take a step in the dark and go right a screen for me,
Yep.
the way the University are kicking, but very little in it at the minute.
Yeah, I was thinking it might not be
It's
Tommy
not, it's
Bartoli,
not.
actually.
It's
Yeah.
Maxwell Massard wearing the Ryan Donaldson number 1. So, but he's okay, which is fantastic news for University and fantastic news for the young fella.
And good news for the Bartoli family as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. It wasn't him, yep. So field bounce umpire throws the ball in, bringing the ball to ground. Caught one hold as a University player. The umpire said, no, you ducked into it, son. So give the ball back to me. 30 metres out of the University goal scoring area there. Umpire throws the ball. Taking out that ruck was a North Fremantle player. Like he wasn't holding the ball. Found Palimbo. Palimbo's tackled by 2 or 3 players as well. And once again, the ball's going nowhere. And thanks also for Brett for providing the opportunity to Jack to do a bit of filming high up in the air on that beautiful scissor lift, courtesy of Coates. Kicking the ball forward to University. North Freo have the numbers. Handball was very good to Palimbo on his right. Can find Reid Hilton. Oh, attacks the ball but dropped it. Falls in the hands of the University player, but Hilton's second effort was fantastic. Pretty good effort when you drop a mark and you go then lay a tackle on the guy's about 6'3" and jump
Yeah,
over.
was about. I did like that he completely jumped on him and wrapped the legs around as well, which I thought was pretty good.
So you have the numbers here. Had the ball Benny Taylor tucked away in a pocket. And he found his teammate. And they could switch to play again. And it's a good kick and a good mark then taken by Lachlan Mackay. Just used the ball very well with that, Brett, didn't they? Just took their time.
Yeah, they seem just early on. I think they might be a little bit sharper with their skills, but the intensity of North Fremantle's matching that at the minute.
Yeah, sometimes that, it's that work rate that can sometimes win you games of footy, isn't it, in the end? But look, Uni, when they actually get the ball on their own terms, seem like they're very, very dangerous. But yeah, here comes the debutant, Lockie Mackay, going for his first shot on goal, league footy.
It's a deliberate shot of goals on right, aims at left. The Brews are going to bring that around absolutely beautifully. And that's a fantastic goal to University. And he caught it, his first goal in senior footy, the young fella. Well done, Lachlan Mackay. Just used that breeze well, didn't aim at the left goal post and brought it around nicely. It's a really good goal against the Tide, really, Uni, because North Free have had a lot of the ball. But the trail at the moment, we see this replay again on the screen. Just a good goal.
I wouldn't want to be keeping track of these North Fremantle guys on and off the ground. Remember, someone used to have to do all that?
Yeah,
numbers on
tough,
and off.
Yeah, tough gig, I reckon.
Full-time job.
Yeah, there's no one doing that, Brett. They all know, don't they? The rotations, the players themselves. It's a middle ground once again. Hamish Murray, great ruck work. Kicked the ball over to Ben Harding. Harding on the left boot. Kicks the ball forward. Try to find the Doc Blakely. He's okay below his knees. Blakely tries to shrug the player. Somehow got a kick on it. Push the ball forward to Davies. Davies ordinary below his knees. And hotly pursued and pressured by the North Fremantle defender in Kernio. And boundary umpire says, give the ball to me. We're about 10 metres out from the University goals. We're in the front at the moment, 2 straight to North Fremantle, 1-1. Boundary umpire throws the ball in. Blake is doing the ruck work this time, hits the ball forward. North Fremantle have the numbers. Passage of play, well done, McManus. Tackled by 2 or 3 players for University. I think the guy's got one high. And he definitely got that one again. And it could be Trombotto again. And it's starting to get fairly heated out there, boys. There's no love lost between these sides.
No, there's definitely a bit of feeling in at the moment, isn't it? And Trombotto did well to get his hands on the ball there. And the tackles just end up slapping that little bit higher up. But some of the North Freo boys didn't seem happy about it. Didn't seem anything in it to me, Brett.
No, very congested, but I think he might have rode that up towards his shoulder a little bit. I think the initial tackle was quite good.
We didn't do a Joel Danaher, boys. That was pretty ordinary staging effort the other night.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so.
No, nothing like that.
There's Chombotta. Beautiful kick off the goals. Gun barrel straight, and he lets the North Fremantle know too that I've kicked 2 on you, son. So thank you very much to me.
Yeah, he was certainly not shy there. All their goals coming from their small fellas, and though North Fremantle had plenty of the play, they just haven't had it deep enough for their tall forwards to get involved in the game.
No, well, that's right. You called it really well early on. Some of their actually ball usage has been very, very good, but it's been that kick where they're 60, 65 out trying to get it inside 50. Just hasn't landed in a target or Uni have been able to intercept, and players like Perham just been well head by Batola at the moment as well. So bit of a contrast there, but look, I still pick North Freo. I think they'll be able to get back in this game.
So Flamingo's now in the ruck work versus Hamish Murray. Brings the ball to ground. Flamingo through the traffic was good. It set upon about 3 or 4 University players. One of those was Lachlan Mackay. As you kick one early, umpire says give the ball to me. Or throw it right in the middle of the bullseye. McGilvray. Good ruck work by Murray. Thumps the ball forward. Gains about 10 or 15 metres. North Fremantle, Palimbo was good through traffic. Handball's even better. Hits up his teammate over there in Mitch Anderson. All done by McManus. Handball's pretty ordinary though because he's under extreme pressure. University have the numbers here and kick the ball around the corner. There's Trombotta again, all by himself. He just has that knack to get out by himself and use his pace.
It's just that first 5 metres off the mark then. And it wasn't just his pace then, he just read the footy better off the boot of his teammate, and the North Fremantle guy was just probably a little ball watching perhaps.
Yeah, exactly right. Just showing his experience there. The first 5 metres does always help, but look, when you're in the right spot at the right time, it makes even more difference again.
So Shawnee Trombotta going now for goal number 3. Right on the 40-metre mark, gives a lot of distance, and beautiful kick off the boot for the little fella Trombotta. He's kicked that one from 45. I think you're right, Brett. I think that is the scoring end to the right of the screen.
Well, for North Fremantle, we hope so, Cam.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, from 1 goal each for the first 10 to 12 minutes, it's just opened up, and it's just been a little bit of just good ball use and picking the right option in their forward half instead of the opposite to the other end, Cam.
Kicking 4 straight.
Yeah, no, definitely right. One thing I've noticed, I probably talked about that midfield battle early on. We knew the ruckman should be quite dominant for them. Nick Watson has been pretty good, but Murray has obviously held the majority of that early on. His link-up work with Benny Harding at the middle at the moment has been really good. We spoke about Micro or Palumbo going head-to-head with him, but they've really got to start getting on top there. Otherwise, he's going to run an absolute muck today, Ben Harding.
So Watson run that one. University players good through traffic. Spinning out of trouble was Kajitsky, he finds his teammate over there, and Nathan Stewart. Stewart lowers his eyes and finds his teammate front up, getting a bit of rough treatment then from Matty Hill. Mate surely earned it. It's Cam Wilson, lowers his eyes. Good kick by Wilson. Finds his teammate, Ben Harding, who Ward said started the game off very nicely. Ben Harding, so kicks the ball to the hot spot. Good ball over the top, bringing the balls to the ground. Handball's okay. University chiseled the ball out there and brings the ball down the line. But reading the play, or dropping an easy mark, Soda was the North Fremantle play. Palumbo's all by himself. That's a good tackle by the University play. There's no easy kick out there. And Trombotta laid on a beautiful tackle as well.
Jeez, how good was the forward pressure there?
Oh, he's been everywhere. Trombotta decides to play on through Harding. Will use his left foot, kicks the ball right to the point of the square. One-on-one was Matty Davis. I think it's held. And the umpire's seen that as well. I don't think it was Matty Davis. Pick the University play up in a minute. But the umpire's picked out a free kick over the shoulder. And yeah, it is Matty Davis.
Didn't look a lot in that. I'm sorry for the North Freo supporters. It looked just a one-on-one contest. Oh, it's the little fella again.
The little bloke. There you go.
Purple Pets. This is going for goal number 4 for Shawnee Trombotta. He's kicked 3 dead-eye dick goals here. He's only about 10 or 15 metres out, probably aimed to the left goal post, and the Brews will bring it around nicely. Trombotta, deliberate shot of goals, and goes straight over the goal umpire's head. He is in the zone.
Mate, he could probably wrap up now, I think, and he'd be pretty happy with a 4-goal effort. But look, they're going to need to do something about him as we hit quarter time now, Cam.
Absolutely. So quarter time here at McGillivray Oval sees University 5 straight. North Fremantle 1-1, 4 goals to Sean Trombotta. He's been outstanding. 1 goal to Lockley Mackay. And the only goal so far for North Fremantle is Campbell Putland. But after a good start, North Fremantle, Brett, University just come home with a wet sail in the last 10 to 15 minutes of that quarter.
A little bit of class in the last 10 or so minutes. Ward called it perfectly. Murray in the ruck down to Harding was just instrumental in the last probably 2 of their last 4 goals. They just had centre clearances. He was clean with the footy, and Trombotta coming out of the square was a stroke of genius. I'm not sure if that's his normal position, but his 4-goal first quarter is, I hope they're small thongs.
And it's good to see young Massad out there, number 1 University. You got Polax, and he's out there amongst the boys. So fantastic news to him and fantastic news for the family. So we're going to take a short break here from McGillivray Oval. This round 11 clash between University and North Fremantle sees University 5 straight, North Fremantle a 1-1. Welcome back to McGillivray Oval as the players make themselves on the position for the second quarter. Cam Robbins, Ward Harrison, Brett Mayer doing the calling for you this afternoon. As I said before, good start by North Fremantle, but University, probably the last 6 or 7 minutes, Brett and Ward just showed why they are sitting third on the ladder.
Yeah, look, definitely right. They North Freo, they came out absolutely firing, but it's really been that midfield dominance that they've been able to, especially out of the ruck. And then when you've got someone like a Shawnee Trombotto that ends up kicking 4 in a quarter, when someone's in that kind of fine form, you're going to battle. But Brett, look, Uni just been too good at the moment.
Yeah, just in the midfield battle, as you mentioned, the ruckman was great. Harding was good. Cam Wilson was good, and Trombetto 4 goals. You can't say much more. It was outstanding first quarter.
So Watson versus Murray. Murray, beautiful ruck knock again. Harding put his head over the footy and got tackled. Good defensive pressure by the opposition ruckman there and Nicholas Watson. It has been very lively. Harding, like to know his stats. He's had a lot of the ball early. So umpire throws the ball up. Good effort by Watson, used his body extremely well, but roving the ball was even better was Jack Diggle. Throws the ball on the right foot, tries to try Feeney. Feeney overrun it, went back and got it again, but University through numbers, they just punched the ball over the far side, and there's that play we keep talking about, Ben Harding. He's outnumbered this time by North Freo. Little inside banana kick there. Tries to find Jack Perrin. And Perrin sees the boundary line as his friend.
They need to get Jack Perrin into this contest.
Yeah, they do. Definitely right.
Bring him out to centre half forward, Brett, would you?
Yeah, I think they've moved him around a little bit. So far, it's just gone around him.
Yep. So boundary umpire throws the ball up. Murray versus Watson. Murray once again. Ruckwork was superb, but North Fremantle have it. Through Palumbo on his right boot, and there was the play we talked about. Perrin dropped it but laid on a good tackle. Handball's okay. University trying to push the ball through numbers. North Fremantle pressure was good. University just trying to somehow get the ball out, but the pressure by North Fremantle was very, very good. And Ben Fraser dived on the player for University, said the ball's going nowhere. And the field umpire says, give the ball to me. We're about 40 metres out from the North Fremantle goal scoring area, which it seems to be a foot to the right of the screen. Umpire throws the ball up. Murray, second effort was okay for University. Good tackle over the top to Palumbo. And he's going nowhere as well. The field umpire says, give the ball to me. There's Blakely trying to teach the young fellas where to position themselves behind the ball, the big dock. So the umpire throws the ball up. Murray was good once again. Roving the ball was even better. It was a North Fremantle player. Tackle was okay. Uni is tucked away in the pocket here, going nowhere. And this could be in a bit of trouble here. Umpire said play on. Over the top was okay and found Gajitski on his right. A good spoil by the North Fremantle players. Trying to lock the ball in the forward 50, aren't they? Brett,
yeah,
they
sort of cornered in one part. Really interesting in front of us is Riley Burke won Lotto and picked up the guys in form. He's kicked 4, so he's obviously trying to pay him a little bit of attention.
Why wouldn't he? He's kicking 4 and a quarter. It's very good effort. Kick the ball down the line, finds the behind Big Blakely. The dock, second effort was okay. The handball's pretty ordinary under pressure. Put his player under extreme pressure. North Fremantle have the numbers. Palumbo's out here on the right if they want to find him. They do that finally. Palumbo, handball was okay. Good effort then by North Fremantle, pushing the ball there through Mitch Anderson. Oh, bounced off the ball. Good effort then by Ben Fraser. Fraser on the right boot, kicks the ball to the hot spot. Perrin outnumbered, brings the ball to the ground. Fraser again, Perrin around the corner. Good kick under pressure. Oh, the University player got tackled high. The umpire saw that as well. Good build up by North Freo, but unfortunately no score.
Started the game very well, Ben Fraser.
And Timmy O'Hara, the veteran, former Claremont junior himself, O'Hara. He kicks the ball down the line, tries to find Blakely a one-on-one, brings the ball to the ground. Should have let Blakely mark it. The University player robbed him off the ball. They have the numbers out, Uni. Handball's okay. Heard the call outside. Kicking the ball down the line. North Fremantle have the numbers here. Or bring the ball to the ground was a University player, but chopped his arm. And it's going to be...
Surely that's North
it's
Fremantle's
the other
ball.
way, yeah.
Yeah, no, the umpire originally pointed for a free kick the other way. I thought it was for Ellsbury as well, but I can see why the players were confused.
Ben Ellsbury was good the other week. Goes back and finds McManus. McManus, wearing number 8 like his old man, shows a bit of pace. Just kicks the ball down the line. Good kick. Fantastic kick. And finds his teammate lace out there in Adam Feeney. Feeney can go down the line, and he does do that. Well done by McManus. Good hard running by him. Receives the ball again. Starting to get in the play is young McManus. Very good, Lachlan. Kicks the ball down the line to North Fremantle. Finds Perham one-on-one and good mark, Jackie Perham. Excellent effort. Good build-up and good effort and hard running by young McManus.
Yeah, really good there, wasn't it? That's what you want to see. There's that work rate, and look, that's going to help them get back into the game. They've clearly come out and shown a little bit more aggression. We've seen that in the Trumbodo kind of matchup as well. That there's really a good feeling for North Freo with that pressure. But look, Jackie Perham, first shot on goal.
Looks good off the boot.
Absolutely picture perfect off the boot. Great goal, good effort, good start for North Fremantle. And take a bow, young Lachlan McManus, is your goal. You ran hard 2 or 3 times into the contest and good chain of play for North Fremantle and they're rewarded with a good goal.
Yeah, look, really good there and look, great to see Perham getting in the contest there. Look, he had a couple of bites at it, but, showed his experience and he's gone through and put it through the middle, Brett.
Yeah, it was exactly how they played a couple of weeks ago. They switched it from the back. I did question Ellsbury's decision, to be honest with you. He was nearly on the wing and he's gone back inside their 50, but the overlap run was there and the guy was on the outer and they used the footy very well down the outer wing and hit up Perham who finished it off. So, yeah, good foot skills all the way along then.
So early stages have gone 5 minutes. The second, University of 5 straight. North Fremantle are 2-1. They get the ball centre clearance here once again through Jack Micro. He brings the ball to the centre half forward position. Good fist over the back was a University defender. But they have the numbers here for North Fremantle. University have the numbers, can chip the ball down the line and find Gajitski. Gajitski lowers his eyes on the right, finds Nathan Blakely. Stands up, Blakely, good tackle by the North Fremantle player. Lucky not to be holding the ball. Have the numbers here. He's been very good play all year, has Matty Hill, and switches the play once again. And Ellsbury on the left, beautiful kick to space. And finds Jack Dingle. He can use the hard-running McManus as well if they want. He's still running McManus. He's going to lick the ball up by himself. They can use him. He's still there by himself, but they're not going to use him. They switch the other way. And find the teammate there in Riley Burke. Burke lowers his eyes. Good kick, good passage of play again for North Fremantle. Just maintaining possession of the footy. Oh, that's an ordinary kick.
He was on.
Good pick up below his knees was Palumbo. Davis left his man to put on a tackle. North Fremantle have the numbers. McManus copped one high. The umpire didn't see that. Palumbo's second effort was good. And the ball was going nowhere. Give the ball to me.
Look, it seems to be normally that's how North Freo seem to play pretty well, is that precision ball use. Obviously, it's fallen over there, and I was looking forward to see how it went when they got 50, 60 metres out again. But, look, they need to keep hitting those targets and getting themselves in the game.
Seemed a little bit more determined early stage of the first quarter, North Fremantle, and that, as you said, Brett, they always switch the play, don't they, at all times.
Yeah, we don't have the numbers, obviously, but contested footy is certainly up for North Freo this quarter.
Handball's okay to Palumbo, who's been lively, Palumbo. Handball the ball out. Kicking the ball forward. Good ball over the top. Roving the play was extremely well there was Benny Fraser. Kicks the ball around the corner. Trying to find Perrin.
Oh.
Lucks of fortune. Perrin keeps the ball into play. Find his teammate there in Reed Hilton. And Hilton set upon by 2 or 3 players for University. And the ball goes nowhere. One of those was Tom Patol. He's done a fairly good job on Jack Perham so far. Couple of metres out from the goals there for North Fremantle, who trail at the moment 2-1 to 5 straight. Our University bringing the ball to ground, and ball's going nowhere once again. It's a bit of a lull at the moment for Uni. North Fremantle doing all the attacking so far, the early stages of the second, which has gone just on 8.5 minutes. Murray brings the ball to the contest. Oh, pick-up was fantastic. Below his feet was very good, was Jack Diggle. Second effort was okay. Had it before he spent it was the North Fremantle player. Then kicked the ball down the line. Gajitski, ordinary kick off the boot. And fantastic mark by Ben Ellsbury. This kid is a very good player. Uses his trusting left foot to space. Tries to find Perrin. It's going to land into Perrin's hands. If it stands up, could be okay. But the University player read it even better. Well done there to Tom Patoli. He found his teammate. Patoli went one way, goes the other way, switches on his left. Costly kick. Why would you do that? Reed Hilton's marked and gold. Absolutely comedy of errors.
Did he need to play on there, Cam?
Oh, I don't know, but I don't know what he's thinking.
Oh, geez. I know, I know it's a common thing now where you're seeing footy and the coaches are told, look, let's always try and move the play. But look, when you're 10 metres out from goal and you're flicking across onto your non-preferred, just take that little bit of extra time, mate. You've played so well so far, but unfortunately you've just cost your team a goal.
Yeah, he's just got to turn boundary side. If he gets caught, he rolls over the line or he kicks it long. And if they mark it 60 out, it's a bit different to in the middle of the goal square like they end up doing. And an easy goal, but good courage, good mark there by Reid Hilton. So he's been quite lively this game.
Thought all his birthdays had come at once, didn't he? So I'm going to kick an easy goal here. But like you said, Brett, he had to put his body on the line to get a bit of punishment, but did well. Miller Ground once again. Murray brings the contest. Second effort was okay. I think they put the tag very heavily on Ben Harding so far this quarter, and it's been fairly quiet in the first 8 minutes of this quarter, Brett.
Yeah, all their midfielders have really lifted. They've had a lot of the pill compared to the University boys this quarter so far.
So Murray has it. Tries to find his teammate over there in late. That could be holding the ball, and it is. Palumbo, who's been good, this young fella for North Fremantle, right in the middle of McGilvray. A lot of possessions. He's going to just kick the ball straight down the line.
Don't mind that. He's got some tall options.
Yeah, Perrin's one of those. Kick around the corner was okay from Perrin. Gained a few meterage. And it could be a minor score. And it is for North Fremantle. On the Dartfish scoreboard, they are 3 goals, 2 straight. University are up 5 goals. We'll go on 10 minutes 35, and Uni have yet to score this quarter.
Jeez, and they're just trying to take their time now, working the ball out. Jeez, risky kick though, and great pick off there by the number 7 there.
Brady Cooper.
And Brad Cooper.
Pretty good actor, Cooper.
Yeah.
Good in those hangover movies, don't worry about that. So University have the numbers here and tackled by about 3 or 4 players for North Fremantle. Been a good quarter for them.
Yeah, it's John Beto. We brought up the field, Ward. He's just deep. Has he got the ability to play elsewhere?
Look, I remember when we saw him play Friday night early in the season for that centenary game. We saw him up the ground a little bit in his work rate. It was absolutely exceptional. He uses that pace. But look, I think when you've kicked 4 1/4, they're probably pretty happy having him there. It's really that midfield battle that they've got to get on top of again, I would have thought.
Yeah, just can't get it to him.
No, they can't at the moment.
So Ben Harding has it now, lowers his eyes and tries to find his teammate there in Cam Wilson. Well done, the press by the North Fremantle defender was good. Second effort was okay. North Fremantle come out the ball through Jackson Carter. He threw it on his right, but turned the ball straight back over. Well read by the University defender in the true centre-half back position for Uni. Umpire's call played in, so he's kicked the ball down the line, trying to find the Doc Blakely. 1-on-1. Good contest then by the North Fremantle defender. And Liam Porter. He's just an old-fashioned, honest defender as Liam Porter. So right in front of the big coats higher scissor kick, courtesy of Brady Mayo and his company, and Big Jack's up there filming, so he's loving it up there, don't worry about that. Brings the ball to the ground, just about a falcon to the University player. They have it again through North Fremantle, through Feeney on his right. Or caught the one high, surely was the North Fremantle player in Brad Cooper. And umpire says, mate, you're not under beer in Bangkok, mate, you're playing at McGilvray, give the ball to me.
It was a good front and centre though, he got to the right spot.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
He did. The University have the numbers here. Showed a bit of the afterburner. McManus tried to tackle but missed him. Set his play all kinds of trouble. Was Harding. Have more time, I think, Uni. But somehow worked the ball out. But well read there by Matty Hill. His second effort was good, but they chisel the ball out. This is better by Uni. Harding on the left boot. Kicks the ball to a 1-on-1. Good sprawl over the top. Stewie Davis brings the ball to the ground. Pick up was okay by Davies. Oh, got tackled by the North Fremantle player. Umpire says keep playing it. Well done by Porter in the back half of the area there for North Fremantle, and good effort by them. As Jackie Perrin comes off for a bit of a rest.
Yeah, look, I think this is only the first inside 50, I reckon, for the quarter for Uni at the moment, which shows North Freo's absolute dominance out of the middle of the ground, Brett.
Yeah, their littles have been outstanding this quarter.
Let's find Matt Hill. Heard the voice behind him, put the handball on, but the play wasn't there. Uni have the numbers. Harding handball was okay. Well done by North Fremantle. Went and got the pill, but tackled by a few University players. One of those here was Cam Wilson. Kick around the corner by Wilson. Oh, good spoil by the North Fremantle player, and Joshua Kuno saved a certain goal. Did Kuno?
They gated Big Murray as well a little bit this quarter, I feel. There's been a little bit. The North Freo boys just competing really well against him.
So Matty Hill's going to take the kick out for North Fremantle. They've had a good quarter so far to bring them back into the contest. Just under 2 goals behind there. Matt Hill lowers his eyes, bring the ball down the line. Fantastic kick to space. And a good mark for Lockie McGrath. McGrath looking at his options. He's going to kick the ball down the line and lowers his eyes. It's the ladder. Good kick. And finds Fiamingo. He's good also a couple of weeks versus Kingsway, this kid. Did away. Fiamingo lowers his eyes. Kicks the ball down the line. I don't know why the lights have come on here at McGilver. I tell you what, there's more sun than you can poke a stick at. And the lights have come on. Good mark by the North Fremantle player there. And Nicholas Watson. Watson decides to play on. Kicks the ball to the pocket. Good spoil over the top by University. They have the numbers here. Can run the play up by a chain of handballs. The kick was good under pressure and finds his teammate, University player, then Timmy O'Hara. The true half-back flank position, O'Hara. Nothing to kick to, but he talked him into a 50. So suck it in then by the North Fremantle player. So Tim O'Hara can use this to his advantage, the North Fremantle. Should have done a lot more than that. So O'Hara has it for Uni. Kick and a half out for goals as O'Hara. He's going to lower his eyes and kick to a pocket. Trying to find Davies. The front position was okay. Blakely below the knees. Tried to handball the ball out. The pressure was good for the North Fremantle in Lachlan McGrath. And a bit of a win to them because they're on their University. So they're about 10 metres out from the goal scoring area. I don't know why the lights are on, boys. Can you tell me?
Who's the local council around this way, mate?
That's run by UWA.
Is that right? There we go.
I'd like to know the power bill because it wouldn't be cheap. There's Blakely rides his own ball. But overran it. And the North Fremantle players jumped the ball. I think it was Palumbo. He's been impressive early. So 16 minutes gone in the second quarter. Uni are 5-1, North Fremantle are 3-2. And boundary umpire says, give the ball to me. Running out the ball there was Matthew Montaris. It's been fairly quiet, Montaris. So is Harding this quarter too, Brett. It's been pretty well held by the North Fremantle midfield.
Yeah, as a collective, they just lifted and they've just been strong across the half-back line. It hasn't been able to go past them, so Trombetto can get another crack at it this quarter. They've just been, Ellsbury and Porter, etc., been really strong across the half-back line.
Have the ball through traffic was good. The second and third effort, that should be holding the ball for mine. It was excellent effort.
Tackle.
Good tackle then by Ben Ellsbury. And also, before that was young McManus put on a very good tackle. This kid's a good player, Ben Ellsbury. Could play himself in a state position, I reckon, boys. He's just a beautiful left foot kick. Kicks the ball down the line and finds his teammate Lace out and Kuno, Joshua Kuno. Chipped the ball down the line. Good hard running by North Fremantle. Onto the lead in Jack Micro. Micro, half-back flank. Lowers his eyes again and finds a teammate, Jack Diggle.
Is that precision kicking you were talking about, Ward?
They just do it very, very well, don't they?
They can
Not
switch
afraid
here.
to go back.
Umpires decided to play on, so Diggle has no option but to kick the ball down the line. Just about to mark over the top to Lachlan McGrath. Ball comes to the ground. University have the number. Through traffic was very good there, and Nathan Stewart. He should find his brother who's nowhere to be found. So North Fremantle have the numbers, pushing the back surely to the University player. And the umpire says, don't give the ball to me.
A bit of a lull in play at the moment, isn't it? Look, both teams still, having a little bit of control here and there. But, look, University have been able to stem the flow from North Freo a little bit at the moment.
So North Fremantle kick the ball forward through Mitch Anderson. Kick more than hope, more than anything. But plays around the numbers there. Pretty hard to get a kick out there, boys, and the pressure by both sides is good. So that's why the field umpire says give the ball to me for another throw-up.
Gee, they'd love another one before half-time. Ward, North Fremantle, get them right back in the contest.
Oh, look, and they probably deserve one, to be fair, as well, I think.
They're going to get a kick out of this too, boys.
Yep. Lachlan McGrath on the ruck. His work rate this quarter's been terrific.
Yes.
Yeah, he has been very, very good. I think they worked out they couldn't go alone with Murray and Watson, so it's been McGrath and then even Putland jumping in there occasionally. That real three-prong attack, but they've got some good tools with Fumengo in there as well. So look, 4 really good tools to try and counteract those boys in Murray and Blakely.
So Lachlan McGrath here, deliberate shot of goal, but 40 metres out, bit of an angle. Kicks the ball down the line. And looks beautifully off the boot.
Kick.
Great goal, Lockie McGrath. And great goal, University. I tell you what, boys, we have a game now.
It's just turned on its head, and believe no score this quarter for University, and 3 goals now for North Fremantle team, and it's just work rate. Sometimes we talked about earlier about precision kicking and structures, and though the North Fremantle switched the play really well, it's just work rate in the middle of the ground that's getting them back in the game, I believe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I thought coming to this contest today, it was really going to be who was able to control the middle of the ground that was probably going to win this game today. We had that freakish first quarter from Shawnee Trombotta, but really otherwise it's been the midfield battle that's set the tone for the rest of the day.
And Trombotta's so far deep in that pocket area, Brett, isn't they? Should bring him up into the game and use his pace in the midfield.
Maybe that's why the lights are on, so they can see him.
So North Fremantle have the numbers here, decides to switch. And once again, that precision kicking was picture perfect then by Liam Porter. And Liam Porter can kick the ball to Palumbo and down the line to Porter again.
Good
He's
footy.
been everywhere, Porter.
Good footy.
And once again, good hard running by Fremantle to Jackson Carter. Carter can kick the ball. University spoil their own ball there. Good spoil. The pressure by North Fremantle has been absolutely fantastic. Perham kick around the corners, very smart. Spoil over the top was okay. That was McGrath, but University can have the ball out there through Ben Harding. Harding good through traffic. Heard the call, threw the handball out. Good tackle by Jolie Palumbo. He's been everywhere, the young fella. Palumbo, very small by nature, but a ton of pace and a ton of courage by the young guy.
He uses the ball wells. You know, he was the Dartfish player of the game a couple of weeks ago, and he's had a terrific first half.
I think he enjoyed the beanie and the thongs he got from you too, British. Pretty happy, wasn't he?
I'm not sure he liked the pink one.
So Uni have the numbers here. Through traffic was okay. Through Gajitski, find his teammate cave there, and Ben Harding has been very well held this quarter. Harding will use his left foot, brings into traffic. It's effective and finds Wilson to Harding. Good hard running by him. He kicks the ball down the line. That's better by University. The out numbers here. Should bring the ball onto the contest. Decide to play on and kick the ball down the line. Oh, well done. Going back to the passage of play was Liam Porter. He's been outstanding, sweeping off the half-back flank as Porter. And has had a lot of the footy.
They just needed to fill that gap between the ball carrier and Trombetto coming out. Who had him done on the lead, and Porter did it really well.
So Liam Porter, he just kicks the ball down the line. Perrin tried to bring in a contest. Harding's now to get a bit of the ball, and beautiful kick. Lace out and finds the Doc Blakely. It's been fairly quiet. Blakely decides to play on, kicks the ball to space. It's a good kick. University player should have marked that, but he missed it. That was Lachlan Mackay. Around the corner and just touched on the line. Was the North Fremantle playing? It was.
Just 2 passages of play from Harding then, where it's just precision left foot, and then all of a sudden University looked dangerous again.
Yeah, they did, isn't it? It's interesting. He's still accumulated a bit. I reckon he's had 20 plus today already, but it's been those last couple now where he's really starting to get a bit of, carry out of his kicks, and it's just opening the game up beautifully. So, look, as long as he is able to keep doing that, then University will stay right in this game.
So Rolly Burke's done a good job on Trombotta too. Admittedly, the ball hasn't gone down there, but he's playing the old-fashioned back, man. I'm right on you. Don't worry about that. He's not going to get an easy kick, so good move then by the coach.
He knows he's there, doesn't he, Trombotta?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Kicking the ball down the line, trying to find Perham. He got pushed under the ball. The umpire didn't see that. Troy Feeney went in it, lost it. University have the numbers here. Good passage of play here. Gajitski on his right, brings the ball in the corridor and finds Matt Davies. Davies decides to play on, uses his left foot, kicks the ball to space. Blakely's all by himself. Stands under it and takes a good mark. Probably the best passage to play for a while, University. Gajitski, good use of the ball on the far side, and Blakely took a very good contested mark.
Yeah, it all comes down to the finish, doesn't it? We saw in last week's contest that this part of the game can be tricky at times.
Absolutely. So Nathan Blakely, the former Swan Districts ruckman, and starting to be an anaesthetist. He is. Blakely off the left foot. And I tell you what, it's a ripping kick by the Doc. That's his first. More importantly, it's a steadier there for University. So they go on the Dartfish scoreboard. 6 goals, 2 in North Fremantle, 4-2.
Look, they really needed that one, didn't they? They've had some good passages of play this probably last 5 minutes or so, where they've been able to take the ball off North Freo, and guys like Harding getting into it. Gajewski, he's used the ball actually really well all day, and then look, the big fella in Blakely taking a couple of good strong marks, but now able to finish and get that settler for University, Brett.
Yeah, one late in the second and one late in the first quarter, and there's a difference in the game. I'd imagine that at quarter time, the way Shane Wade and the North Freo team would have been just down at 2 goals at half time compared to the 4 they were at quarter.
Absolutely, it's definitely been their quarter. Still got a couple of minute to go, I would have thought. Now they're throwing David in the midfield. University to throw his weight around. McManus, good tackle by him. As it play, we keep mentioning again, Harding throws on his left boot, bring the ball forward. Oh, it's better, good mark over the top. Came to the ground, there was Lachlan Mackay. And McManus can have it now. Stands up, he could be okay. Well done, McManus, under pressure. So is a University player in Gajewski. Goes one way, goes the other. Good effort by they don't want to keep the ball under play here to North Freo. Well done. And there's Joel Palumba, cop one high. And that is half time here at McGillivray Oval. Sees University 6 goals to North Fremantle 4 goals to. A major goal scores was Shawnee Trombody. He kicked 4 in the first quarter, kicked none in the second. 1 goal to Lachlan Mackay and 1 goal to Blakely, and 4 North Fremantle, all single goal scorers in Perrin, Hilton, McGrath and Putland. But Ward, good comeback by North Freo.
Yeah, really impressed with how they started that second quarter. Look, their midfield group really started to get back on top again. They started sharing the load against Hamish Murray, who's been very good in the ruck today. And it was those guys, Palumbos, Diggles, Mirko, that really started getting a lot of the ball as well. And their forwards started getting in the game as well. So look, really well done by North Freo. Important goal at the end of the quarter though for Uni, Brett.
Yeah, the finish from Nathan Blakely was very good. They just rolled the sleeves up and got really dirty in that second quarter, North Fremantle, which dragged them back into the contest. And I think it might have shown just late in the quarter, the last 3 or 4 minutes, they might have fatigued a little bit through working so hard during that quarter. And then the Harding got out on the outside a couple of times and looked really classy. So it's going to be it's a contrasting styles. Uni obviously have a little bit more class in the skill department, but North Fremantle's work rate's been outstanding. So all their midfielders all played really well that quarter and got them back into the game.
Absolutely. So half-time here of McGillivray Oval, the round 11 clash between University and North Fremantle. See University 6 goals to North Fremantle 4 goals to. We'll take a break and come back for what should be a very good second half of footy. Welcome back to McGillivray Oval. Cam Robins, Ward Harris here, and Brady Mayo. Second half, boys. What do we hope to come out of the game, Brett? If you're a North Fremantle, would have been pretty happy the way they got themselves back into the game. What should they do this third quarter?
I think they'll be looking for the same intensity they had for the first probably 20 minutes of the second quarter. Good switch of the play and good skills on both sides of the ground, and capitalising up front through a couple of tools, and their smalls getting to front and centres. I thought it was a pretty complete second quarter, as University was in the first quarter.
Thoughts there, Ward?
I agree with you. It was really noticeable early on. Just they were quite happy to bang and crash in that second quarter, quite physical. And I dare say that's what Shane Woden would have said at quarter time, going, guys, look, we've actually got to start putting the body on the line and actually start making some contact with these uni players. So. Look, I agree. If North Freo come out with that same kind of mindset in this second half, we're going to have a really good game. Look, if they don't, I think University's class is going to end up getting them over the line, unfortunately. But look, anyone's in it going into the quarter, Cam.
And quickly, scores around the ground. A couple of games here is Curtin Uni Wesley a 57 and Kingsway a 25. That's half time. So 5 goals up to then, and the other game too is Collegians versus Fremantle CBC. Fremantle CBC 8 goals for, Collegians are 3 goals 5. So Collegians unfortunately sitting on the bottom of the ladder at the moment, and they could be going down the relegation stage. It's either one more side, and one of those is Wembley, but they've actually won the last couple, Ward, which has been good.
Yeah, the as we said, complete contrast to the team that we saw maybe 5-6 weeks ago, the Wembley side that day. But look, well done to them. It's great when you see a team start to turn their season around, and nothing better than a couple of wins.
Absolutely. So looking forward again for the second half. North Fremantle versus University. Uni up by exactly 2 kicks, or 12 points. And looking forward to this contest. University will be kicking right off the screen, and that's where Shawnee Trombetta went ballistic in the first quarter, kicking 4, but very well held that quarter by Riley Burke. So umpire's going to start the proceedings here in the second half. Umpire throws a ball up. Murray brings the ball to the ground. North Fremantle have the numbers. Good effort then by Brad Cooper on the left. Perrin just about good attack of the footy. Just about marked. The ball comes to the ground. North Fremantle over the contest, and Tommy Butola once again at the bottom of the pack. That duel between him and Perrin's been very, very good, Ward.
Yeah, it has been very good there. Good to see Perrin get his hands on it early. Just watch out for this one, though. It looks like Cooper and Harding were starting head-to-head there, and Cooper hadn't really been playing in that forward line. So I wonder if he's been set the task to try and run with Harding a little bit this quarter.
So Palimbo on his left, and out of bounds on the full, like that back again. But under pressure he was, and kicked the ball out of the ground, but he's been one of the better players on the ground. Again, Jolly Palimbo, he's always at the bottom of the packs and hard running, and good little player he is. So University going to relieve the pressure in the back pocket here at McGillivray Oval. Kick the ball down the line, tries to find Murray, the big ruckman. Over the top, outnumbered. Fantastic mark by his opposition ruckman and Nicholas Watson. He had a good second quarter, Watson. He lowers his eyes, kicks the ball to space. A great, Perrin's dropped an absolute soda. Don't know what he was thinking then. Unfortunately, but a good tackle then by Matty Hill. And put the ball over the contest there. Brad Cooper. Sorry, it's not Cooper, it's Jack Micro, number 17. Throws the ball in the right boot. Perrin's under it, lost it. University have the numbers. Well done by Ben Harding. Kept his feet extremely well and kicked the ball down to the far wing. Tried to find his player there in Trombotto. Riley Burke, since quarter time, he has worn him very, very closely. And well done to Riley Burke. And a good win for him there, Brett.
Yeah, his one-on-one contest since quarter time have been terrific. Can't blame him for all those 4 goals in the first quarter. I don't even know if he was on him, but his body work in the second quarter was really good.
Absolutely. On the far wing there, bound umpire throws the ball out. Watson's versus Murray. We'll give that to Watson. Very good below his knees. Oh, good strong tackle then by the North Fremantle player. I think it was David Fiamingo, but they come out the ball to University through Kajitsky. And hits his teammate Lace out, and Nathan Bluckley on his right is good and finds Cam Wilson using the ball well. University kick the ball down the line to a one-on-one contest. Ball comes to the ground. Handball is okay. Davies on the left. Surely that player for North Fremantle didn't have it. The umpire said yes he did, and you're in trouble here. And the field umpire says give the ball to me. It's about 20 metres out for the University goal, so you hear it. They're still up by 2 goals, 6-2 to 4-2. There's been no score since the half-time break. And pressure by both sides has been good early. Just gone 2.5 minutes. The goals are the premium on this oval.
Starting to feel a bit more of a breeze as well now, Cam, so it'll be interesting to see what it does in this second half.
Through traffic was good was Matt Hill. Throws on his left, blatantly positioned himself behind the ball, and also so did the play there in Timmy O'Hara. Have the ball now there through Ben Taylor on his left was good. He's starting to get a lot of ball again. Ben Harding on his left, kicks the ball down the right, tried to find Blakely. McManus at the bottom of the pack, hits the ball hard, wasn't worried about Chambota running straight at him. Good carries in by McManus. Only knows one way. That's Blakely off the sock of the ground. Good effort by Benny Ellsbury again.
Geez, I like watching little Trombetta. He just hits the contest so hard, doesn't he? He's got a lot of power in that shorter frame. So, yeah, good little player.
Yeah, very good. And designated kicker is Matt Hill. Kicks the ball down the line to space and tried to find his teammate. O'Hara was good with a fist by the University. A lot of experience in Timmy O'Hara. Interesting, played forward as a Colt for Claremont, and he's been a state fullback for University. So, very versatile player is Timmy O'Hara. So just close to 4 minutes. Bounce umpire throws the ball in. McMurray tries to bring the ball to the ground, but he missed it. Hitting the ball hard was a University player, then Thompson. He's been very quiet, Darcy Thompson. Picked himself off the ground and tackled by Matt Hill, who once again has had a consistent game. He's had a consistent year too, Matty Hill.
Yeah, he was impressive a couple of weeks ago. They've gone for a different look up forward this quarter, North Fremantle, with Palumbo starting deep. Bit of a reverse of the roles for the uni team.
Sold a bit of candy, was a North Fremantle player there, and Jackie Micro kicks the ball to the far side. It stands up, could be keeps his feet. Surely got tackled below his knees, and he did. That's Reid Hilton. Kick one in the second. Decides to play on. Pretty cheeky. Hilton gained a few meterage. Tried to find Jack Perrin. Should have kept his feet, but he didn't. So Patola can run the ball out. Have the numbers here, they do. And Ben Taylor throws the ball on the boot, tries to find Blakely on that far side. And it looks like Matty Hill's going to get it first. Hill was good through traffic. Fantastic use of the footy by Matty Hill. And found his teammate over there in Ellsbury on his left. Bring the ball to the corridor. Good use of the footy again by North Fremantle, and finds Jack Micro. He's been good too, Micro. Lowers his eyes, kick the ball to space, and finds Jackie Perham. Very smart use of the footy, Brett, by North Freo.
Yeah, they look like they've continued on their good form from the second quarter into the third, and their intensity's certainly well up. Nicholas Watson started well in the middle, started setting the trend for them, and their midfielders are going to work again.
And here he is.
Important shot on goal.
Former East Fremantle player Jack Perrin loves the look of that, and why wouldn't he? Straight over the goal umpire's head for Perrin's second. More importantly, it's North Fremantle's fifth. So North Fremantle are 5 goals 2, University 6 goal 3. I'm gone 5.56 on the Dartfist scoreboard. Good effort by North Freo, 1 into the breeze.
Yeah, they've done really well there. As we mentioned, we can feel that breeze definitely lifting up a little bit here. I've liked Cooper into the middle. He has added a slightly different dimension there. We noticed Palumbo come out and go forward. Looks like he's now... I think he's come back into the middle.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Jumped back in there. So looks like they're rolling a genuine, mid-forward rotation just to keep some of their better players that little bit fresher.
So a ripping goal for North Fremantle. A ripping game of footy this, 6-3 to 5-2. Blue Ground once again. Murray wins that. And good tackle by the North Fremantle player there. Part-time footballer, full-time actor is Brad Cooper. He's had a good game so far. Thrown in the midfield this quarter's done okay. Murray brings the ball to the ground. North Fremantle have numbers, trying to bullock his way through. There's a North Fremantle player there in Fiamingo, and ball's going nowhere. And the umpire says, give the ball to me.
They're just throwing different looks at Hamish Murray. Every 5 minutes, someone else is having a crack at him, just trying to wear him down, the big fella.
And Murray wins it out of the contest and kicks the ball forward to the centre half forward position. Blakely over the top. Good ball over the top by Liam Porter. Roved extremely well was Gajitski on his right, and camping under the ground, defensive effort was Josh Cooner, was very good. And the bounce umpire says, give the ball to me. He's had a good duel, hasn't he, Kuno? And Matty Davis, and probably, I'd say he's got the chocolates at the moment, Kuno.
Yeah, I'd say so there. Davis is a pretty handy player, and he did okay early on, but he's really had his measure so far, Kuno.
So ruck work in the contest. Or good tackle by the North Fremantle player, Kuno once again. He's wearing Matt Davis. Like a hand on a glove, don't you worry about that. He's definitely got the better of Davies. He's held goalless at the moment. Umpire throws a ball up. Kuno wins that, brings the ball to the contest. Kicking around the corner by the University player was Ben Harding. And a minor score only. So the Dartfish scoreboard sees University. They are 6-3. North Fremantle are 5-2. We've gone 8 minutes to the third quarter. Matt Hill, the designated kicker, kicks the ball down the line. A great mark to Ellsbury. Outstanding mark from the half-back flanker. Kicks the ball down the line and good kick. And finds his teammate. They do this so well. North Fremantle, just used to the footy. Very, very good. They just take their time to find one of their players in space. So kicking the ball down the line. Trying to find Perrin. He's blocked off the ball. Umpire didn't do that. Under the ball was okay. Palimba was good on the left. Lux of Fortune handball over the top was very good by Ben Fraser. Perrin caught one high. Still running very hard then was Jack Diggle. Diggle through traffic was good. Found Perrin. Perrin by hand was over the top. Found Ben Fraser. Fraser kicked the ball forward. Hitting the ball hard. Reed Hilton on the left. Still running out there. Still might be in play. If Mitch Anderson can get over and get it, he does. Anderson, good tackle by O'Hara. Found it out to Feeney. Feeney, well done by O'Hara, and ran the ball out of the boundary line. And the umpire says you didn't do that deliberately, so it's a boundary line throw-in.
There we go. They've let that one go, I think. But look, really good pressure by North Freo there. They've just able to surge the ball forward and get it deep inside their 50.
So Jack Perrin doing the ruck work for North Fremantle against Murray. Will give it up to Perrin. Found Hilton. Hilton on the right, try to find Palumbo, but Uni through Ben Harding kicks the ball to the true centre position. North Fremantle have it. Ellsbury once again kicks the ball to space. Stands up, could be okay. Handball's brilliant, absolutely brilliant handball, and found Ben Fraser, and Ben Fraser slams home another one. Great footy. North Fremantle, Ellsbury once again, that beautiful left foot sets up a fantastic goal.
Oh, look, it was a really good pickup there by that handball inboard. I missed who it was, but Jake Conte, you won't want to see the tape on that one. He's just trailing his player, and Benny Fraser runs into an open goal. So, look, great play by North Freo, and they really come out to play in this third quarter, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely. They've continued on. A wonderful finish there from Benny Fraser, son of Darren and Marissa, actually. Great Bunbury couple they are. Listening in, I believe, from Port Edland today, Cam, to your wonderful dulcet tones.
He's a good player, Benny Fraser. Good below his knees, didn't panic. And once again, set up by Ben Ellsbury. He was very close to the best on ground a few weeks ago, Brett, and he's followed that game on against Kingsway, playing very, very good footy.
Yeah, his work across halfback's been outstanding.
Brings ball again. Matt Davies has now been thrown to the middle of the contest for University, trying to mix the contest up there. University off the top, kick the ball around the corner. 1-on-1 over the top. Oh, it could be a mark. It wasn't. Through Chombodo. The pressure okay. The top was Riley Burt, was very good. Chombodo went and tried to get it again. There's North Fremantle run and carry has been very good. Jack Diggle has it, lowers his eyes, but tried to find his teammate. Gajiski ran in it. Got tackled below his knees. The umpire says, give the ball to me. But once again, North Fremantle, they just break so quick, and they use the space of this McGilvray Oval so well.
Yeah, if they can continue to hit their targets out of the back half, they're setting themselves up for a very good third quarter.
So North Fremantle through Joe Palimbo, kicks the ball down the line, tried to find there Jackie Perrin, brings the ball to the ground. Perrin, second effort by Perrin was good. The block was even better. North Fremantle once again can kick the ball down the line to 1-on-1, find Lachlan McGrath. McGrath back into the contest. Good pressure by him. Could be in a bit of trouble here. The umpire says no, give the ball to me. It's out of bounds.
Look, they just seem to move that ball so well at the moment, don't they? They're always willing to take on the game. Look, we've noticed that many players rotating on and off the bench at the moment. They're keeping them fresh, and they're just going really well, though. So well done by North Freo.
Good coaching by Shani Woden, the Brownlow medalist, and a ripping bloke as well. Brings the ball to the contest. Through traffic was okay. Was Palumbo. Try to find their player then, Fiamingo. And the ball's going nowhere. And also Campbell Putland has been held fairly quietly. Putland has only had probably 2 or 3 possessions, but he has kicked one. Putland doing the ruck work, so was Murray. Tackled over the line was okay. He did want to push the ball through. Finds Ben Taylor. And
there we go.
Paid it.
He's paid deliberate out of bounds, I think. He has. And it's going to be kicked to North Freo.
Troy Feeney, I feel.
Troy Feeney tucked away in the pocket. That's number 6. So here is Feeney. Can he kick around the corner? Decides to play on. Troy Feeney on the right, and a minor point.
He wasn't super keen on kicking that
No, he wasn't
shot.
keen.
That's pretty tough pocket to kick from there. But yeah, look, good shot on goal anyway.
One thing you notice about North Fremantle, they all seem to know what they need, their role in the team. They all seem to know where they need to be at different times and when they're going to switch. Very well structured.
Very well coached too, Brett. Coaching yourself,
clearly,
mate. It's good to see the players follow the structure and stick to the game plan.
Simple game footy messed up by the players sometimes.
Matt Davis through traffic was okay. Try to handball the ball out to Jack Conti. Conti on the right, kicks the ball down the line. It will be relayed free kick and or a mark. So Troy Collerton can have the kick here for Uni, right in front of the broadcasting position at the moment. Collerton decides to play on. Good little 1%er by McManus. Brings the ball to the ground. Oh, lack of talk by the North Fremantle defenders. Going through traffic was okay. It could be a kick off the corner. Might run through for a goal. I tell you what, it has. Lachlan Mackay is kicked a fantastic goal. We'll call that more luck more than anything, but they do count, Brett, and it's a good goal.
Yeah, look, from a North Fremantle perspective, they should have taken that mark. There were two North Fremantle tools there, uncontested, and once it came to ground, the University boys looked dangerous.
Look, it was just that front and centre work, and the debutant kicks his second today, which is a well-deserved goal, but super important goal, Cam, for University in the grand scheme of things.
Absolutely. North Fremantle had the majority of the play, haven't they? But they still trail at the moment by 7 points, and we're going just on 15 minutes of the third quarter. But they do have the scoring end, I think, to the right of the screen. They're throwing Nathan Blakely now into the ruck, replacing Hamish Murray, who's had a good battle for University. And he's played a very good game. So the middle of ground once again. Umpire throws a ball up. Well done by Blakely. Stands his ground. Tries to find his teammate there at Ben Harding. The handball was okay. They go forward again to University to a one-on-one. Positioning play very good was Matt Hill behind the ground. His second effort was good. Hill tries to grab the ball off the plane. He did do that very well. Hill McManus good through traffic. Handball's okay. Matt Hill good below his knees. North Fremantle punched the ball out. University have the numbers. They kick the ball forward. The old-fashioned mongrel punt. Gains about 10 or 15 metres by Jack Conti. And been impressive too. McManus has done some good things down back for North Freo. His old man Sean here earlier, and no doubt proud of his son playing footy.
Yeah, Matt Hill, who just came from the ground, has been pretty impressive again this afternoon.
Yeah, very smart footballer, isn't he?
Yeah.
There's Blakely. Good ruck work by him. Handball was okay. Goes to Ben Harding again. He just stops non-stop getting the footy he does. One-on-one contest. Tried to find Mackay's kick too. North Fremantle have the numbers to turn the ball straight over. Well read then by the University play in Nathan Stewart, and he's actually made him pay. So the last 2 minutes of this game has been very costly to North Fremantle.
Yeah, it has. Look, they've traditionally been very good out of the back line today just with their ball use, but props to Nathan Stewart there. Read that absolutely beautifully and made no mistake running into an open goal. So, 2 goals in probably about 3 minutes, Brett, and they've stemmed the flow now.
Yeah, Josh Cunningham had a really good day down there on some dangerous forwards, and he won his contest really well. And unfortunately for him, his low drop punt hit the chest of Nathan Stewart, who converted from about 35 out straight in front. And as you mentioned, the momentum has shifted again.
And throw Matt Davies too in the midfield. Good move by University as well, just using his bulk and his smouts in the middle of the ground. So Murray's gone back into the ruck work this time. Brings the ball to the contest. This play we talked about, Davies through traffic was good. Hit the ball over there to Ben Harding. Harding on his left, but taking a good mark behind the play was Ben Ellsbury again. Ellsbury decides to switch the play. It's costly because reading the ball extremely well was the University player. And good effort by him to get that.
I think it might be Jake Conti. Let's wait for him to turn around to grab his number.
Gillies Dent, that one.
Gillies Dent, 15. So Gillies Dent has had a fairly quiet game himself, but this could be a very telling goal if he gets this one. So here's Dent. Good courageous mark. It's about 30 metres out. Deliberate shot of goal aimed for the left goal post and aimed it beautifully
Right
straight
through
over the goal umpire's head. I tell you what, North Fremantle have had all the play in the first 15 minutes of this quarter, Brett, but the last 3 or 4 minutes, University slammed on 3.
Yeah, and it's probably been a little bit of a trend of the day where if you give them that room to use their skill, they can hurt you in a 3 or 4 minute period. We've just seen 3 goals go on the board quickly, and probably no surprise. And Ward alluded to it earlier, that when Ben Harding has the footy in the hand and is pumping it forward, they just look a different side, and his last 4 or 5 minutes has been outstanding.
Yeah, he's been very good there, and I think it's what Cam ended up noticing. Having Davies in there has probably freed him up a little bit as well at the moment.
Yeah.
He's able to add that extra, big body in there, and that's made a big difference. So University right on top now in this third quarter.
So middle of the ground and McGilvray once again. McMurray brings the goal, try to find Davies and Harding. It's Davies again. Have the ball now through traffic. Going to try to find the handball out to Harding. Had to go back. Tried to find Murray. Handball is okay. Found Ben Taylor. Ben Taylor puts the ball on the slipper. Gains a lot of metres there. Roving at the back was the University player. Well done by Matty Hill down the back half. It falls in the hand of University, but well done. Word by North Fremantle playing Josh Kuno. Outstanding, and finds his teammate there, Ben Fraser. As Brett said, he's been very good down back, Kuno. So have the ball now. North Fremantle can kick the ball down the line. Perham stayed under it. Coughed a bit of treatment by the University player. Sockers off the ground was okay. You only have the numbers through Harding, and also Wilson was the ladder. And Wilson receives it back, kicks on the left, and found the big fella in Hamish Murray. He can switch to play and tries to find Davies. He's been a difference this quarter, Dave. He'll use that thumping left foot, kicks the ball down the line at the back, and good mark
kick,
to
wasn't it?
penetrating kick. And the big Doc Blakely says, this is an absolute soda for me, so I'm going to mark it, and he does.
Just seemed to carry Ward 5 or 7 metres more than everyone else thought, and it's landed on his chest.
Yeah, it was funny as he was turning onto his left foot there. Once again, memories of that centenary game with kicking a goal from 55, 60 out, and just kicks it so well, doesn't he? And the big man, Doc Blakely, lining up for his second, I believe.
There he is. Blakely uses that left foot, gets a lot of distance, great distance. Great goal, the Doc. Nathan Blakely has put his second goal on the board, but more importantly, it's University's 10th. So on the Dartfish scoreboard, University are 10 goals 4, North Fremantle are 6 goals 3.
Yeah, the gentleman standing in front of us has been on the bench for way too long for North Fremantle's liking, I would have thought. He just got stuck here, and they've just lost the midfield contest too often. And he's had a real impact in there today as he wanders back in there. But this burst has just been... I did not see this coming. I really thought North Fremantle was starting to get on top.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing 10 minutes ago. If he'd asked me, I wouldn't have seen this coming at all. So, but look, well done to University, right on top at the moment. And North Freo were going to have to do what they did the beginning of the second and third quarter just to get back into this contest.
This Harding once again won it to Ben Taylor. Taylor was good also, kicks the ball to the half-forward flank position. All running out, just about taking a good mark over there was Troy Collerton, but he missed it. And North Fremantle can repel, and a good mark's been taken by Lachlan McGrath. He can play on quick. Was okay to Mitch Anderson. He's set upon by a couple of University players, and Cop One High was a University player. They can play on through O'Reilly. Dwayne Lake, Lake on the left, finds Stewie Davies. Son there, Matty, was good. Uni kicked the ball down the line. Blakely again, too tall, and takes a very, very good mark.
He only had 7 bites at it, so he was probably due on that last one, I reckon.
But just that in the midfield through Harding and also Matty Davis, they've the last 6 or 7 minutes, they've just dominated the centre clearances, and they used their bulk and their skill to push the ball forward.
Yeah, Davies has had an impact, Ward, and Dwayne Lake had a lot of the footy today, but his body, he's got a good size, and his bullocking work in the middle has been very good, as the big fella slots his 3rd for the game.
Oh, look, speaking of Dwayne Lake as well, it'd be remiss of us to miss out. It's actually his 150th today. So
excellent effort.
Look, massive congratulations to Dwayne Lake. 150 games at any level is a tough ask. So look, well done to Dwayne Lake, and well done to Uni. 5 goals now in this third quarter.
Got back very close then. It was a point the difference, but University have always started, I'm going to put the turbo on here, and then I'm going to go to the next level. And they've done that pretty easily, haven't they, really?
Yeah, I'm still trying to get my head around how it's changed so quickly. Yeah, the midfield, I think they've just thrown a different look at them, and it's worked for the University boys.
Absolutely, in the middle of the ground once again. Dartfist scoreboard, University 11-4, North Fremantle 6 goals through. We've gone 22 and a half minutes. Once again, Harding was brilliant around the corner to the half forward. Just about a good mark then taken by Dent. Handball over the top was okay. Doing what they like at the moment, University. And they should have kicked that one there as Montaris. Had a bit more time than he thought there, Ward.
He did indeed. Look, I think we might have called it a bit earlier. North Freo, their midfield group was obviously getting tired because they've added the extra player into that midfield rotation, and we noticed it at the last 5 minutes of that second quarter that they really were starting to tire. Half time, sitting down for 15-20, rejuvenated them a little bit, but now this class of University has really just started to come over the top. And look, I think the North Freo team is unfortunately just tiring out too much, and University might be starting to kick away.
And Troy Collerton receives that after beautiful mark and kick by the big ruckman there and Hamish Murray. He's played well, Murray. So Fullerton has a fairly quiet game by his standard. He's tucked away in a pocket here, but this could be another telling goal for University. Gets it. So Fullerton uses his left foot, lowers his eyes.
Well done.
Unselfish play. Beautiful kick. And finds his teammate there for University. And opportunity for this guy on debut, Lachlan Mackay, to kick his third.
Jeez, he's been very good today, hasn't he? But look, it was interesting watching there as that kick was made. Brad Cooper threw his arms up. You know, it's either a miscommunication or, you know, the tiredness as well. But, you know, North Freo really feeling it at the moment.
And should have done a lot more than that.
Should have indeed,
Lachlan
the young
Mackay.
fella.
Just let him off the hook there a little bit, but where he's marked it is the spot where you would love to centre the footy, so you would think that's where the North Fremantle, who are so well structured, would have someone in that hole. So it may have been that miscommunication you're talking about, Ward.
It's the last 30 seconds of the quarter, guys. The University 11-6, North Fremantle 6 goals 3, kicking the ball down the line. Perrin was good, below his knee was okay. Stands up okay, that'll be Diggle. He's robbed off the ball by Davies. Davies lowers his eye. Beautiful kick. Lace out and fires Sean Trombetta. Davies has definitely made a difference this quarter, boys. His use of the footy and his bulk and his carry and his guts in the midfield is a very telling factor. And Trombetta can put another goal on the ball for his side, and he's going for goal number 5.
Yeah, look, and you'd have to back him in the way he's kicking today as well. But look, young Riley Burke that was trailing him, he really couldn't have done anything about that one. The kick was absolutely beautiful, and when you're running at 700 miles an hour like Trombetta is, look, he was always going to take that grab. So walks in now for a set shot on goal.
So Sean Trombetta, deliberate shot of goals.
Yeah, we got him. Nice mock, boys.
Well done.
And this is that one. So 3/4 time here on the Dartfist scoreboard sees University 11 goals 7, North Fremantle 6 goals through. Majors goal scorers, Trombotto 4. They were all in the first quarter. 3 goals to Nathan Bluckley, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and single goal scorers to Stewart and Denton. And 2 goals also to Lockie Mackay, 1 in the first and 1 in the third. Goal scorers for North Fremantle, Jackie Perham's kick 2, and single goal scorers to Fraser, to Hilton, to McGrath and to Putland. But very strange quarter that North Fremantle got within 1 point. And I think Brett said, I don't know what's happened. I didn't see this coming. And University have just come out all guns blazing in the last 7 minutes of the quarter.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing, wasn't it? And you could see as soon as University got a couple of goals, they really started to get their wind up, and suddenly they were attacking the ball harder and getting to the front of the contest and all those kind of things that you should be doing when you're playing good footy. And they really showed they're going to be the dominant team for the rest of the day, possibly, Brett.
Yeah, I think they might just bat a little bit deeper in the midfield, and probably why they're sitting third and North Fremantle where they are. They just maybe relying on a too few in the middle, and just having that ability to throw a Davies in there to just change the momentum and the look on the game and get the foot in his hands. We can see how dangerous he is in his left foot, and the ruck work and the work inside to then be able to get the footy in the hands of Ben Harding was first class, and the whole shift in the game changed during that period. And 5 goals at 3/4 time. Not a lot of breeze to be too concerned about. It certainly been the scoring end for some reason to the right of screen, but there's not a lot of breeze here, and you would think the run they showed in that quarter, Ward, they might be a little bit too strong in the last.
Absolutely. So 3/4 time here of McGillivray Oval, this round 11 A-grade clash for the Perth Footy League sees University 11 goals 7, North Fremantle 6 goals through. We're going to take a very short break. come back for the last quarter from McGillivray Oval. Welcome back to McGillivray Oval, about to start the last quarter. All the fellow commentators trying to see who's going to win the Dartfish beanie and those beautiful pair of thongs, and pretty close between Harding and Blakely, I would have thought, boys.
Yeah, I think so as well, Cam.
Yeah, I agree with you. We were speaking about Trombotto. If he kicks a couple more, maybe. But look, yeah, some really good players right the way across the ground for University.
So Murray has it, but row very good by Brady Cooper on the left foot, kicks the ball forward. Oh, courageous mark behind the pack. think you'll find that'll be Jackie Perrin, but what a courageous mark going back to the fly of the pack. Good centre clearance by Cooper. This could be a good start. North Fremantle get one goal here and then get another one. They're up and about again.
Well, goal scoring end, Cam, and so look, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. It's been well held today, Brett, but yeah, going for his third still.
And I tell you what, he's missed. He knew straight away, and when he kicked it, would have been a good goal. Would have been only taken 30 seconds to kick their first goal of this last quarter, but wasn't to be. So University can repel, and they can run out through Nathan Stewart. Beautiful kick, finds his teammate over there. They can switch the play here. They're out here by Timmy O'Hara. O'Hara can chip the ball down the line and finds Tom Bertoli. Bertoli can go to Gajitski as well. And good mark by Gajitski. Use of the footy here by Uni. Gained a few meterage, but they still have possession of the ball. Tucked away in the pocket, they bring the ball the corridor to Murray. He's been outstanding, the big ruckman, Nathan Murray. He's sized to play on down the corridor and finds Davies. Moved in the midfield in the third quarter, has made a hell of a difference to this side and to this game. There's Davies, beautiful kick on his left, lace out, great kick, and finds his teammate in Jack Conti. He decides to play on. Don't know what the umpire's seen here.
Oh, there's been a free kick. I think Riley Burke has possibly pulled Trombotta behind play, and it looks like Shawnee Trombotta is probably going to have a shot from about 10 metres out, directly in front.
Good pick up there, Ward. Didn't see it. You certainly did. And could be goal number 5 for the little forward for University. It could be a nail in the coffin to North Fremantle too. Trombotta just goes slam dunk straight over the goal umpire's head for goal number 5, and they didn't need that one at all, Ward, did they, North Rio?
No, not at all. Not when you look at starting the quarter so well there. Perham takes an absolute beautiful mark, going back with the flight of the ball there, but giving away a free kick like that and Trombotta kicking his 5th. Look, it's going to be pretty tough for North Freo now, Brett.
Yeah, just no need for it, really. There was good numbers back there. Trombetto's going to hurt you on the lead, obviously, but there was good representation of the North Fremantle defenders there. It just didn't seem to make sense why they needed to do that. The Uni had the footy 70 out, and they've ended up top of the goal square and probably squashed some little bit of momentum. Then they started so well in the first minute.
So Miller Ground once again at McGillivray Oval. Murray. Good ruck work by him. He's doing that all afternoon as Murray, but North Fremantle chews the ball out through Palumbo on his right. Tries to fire. Good defensive mark by the University defender there, and Ben Fitzgerald. Brilliant. Left his player, attacked the footy, and took a very good defensive mark. He lowers his eyes. Good kick, and finds Murray. Probably best ruckman on the ground. Both him and Blakely have been very good for University, and finds a teammate over there in Cam Wilson. Halfback flankers Wilson. He can switch play, and he does that very well, and goes back and finds his teammate there in Jack Conti. He can switch the play well, Conti, and finds Tim O'Hara. He can chip the ball down the line to find Tom Bertoli. Good hard running by University here. They bring the ball down the line. Great kick between traffic. Trying to find Davies on his left was good. Handball was okay. Fend on the hand of Dent, but ordinary kick by Dent. Not much pressure to think about. And a costly error. It's out of bounds on the 4. The North Fremantle can repel from the back half of the ground. Rotation city here at the moment in front of us by the North Fremantle midfielders. So North Fremantle have the ball in their hands now. They kick the ball down the line. Big pack of plays here. Murray over the top brings the ball to the ground. North Fremantle have numbers. Well done. Push the ball forward. And good defensive mark by O'Hara. He's had a very serviceable game down back too. This is the full back for University. Finds the teammate there in Nathan Stewart. Stewart through the corridor. Found Gajitski on the right. He can switch the play as well. Passage the play here by Uni. And finds Cullerton. Once again, bring every player in the contest here. Gajitski turns on a thrupney bit. Tried to tackle by McManus, but unfortunately didn't lay a tackle on the player then, so they can have to play again to University, and good tackle by them. They just look flat at the moment, Brett, don't they, North Freo?
Yeah, it wouldn't mind to blame it on that first goal, but Perham kicks it. I think we have a different contest, and after that, Uni went down the other end and kicked that important goal. So just some players that we haven't called a lot today are just starting to have a bit of an impact for the university team. So impressive group effort.
And good tackle then, but got him a bit high. So Dwayne Lake will be recipienting the kick. Pass the ball forward from Botta. Good sprawl over the take. Then by Burke. And run through Burke was very good. Ellsbury was okay. And McManus has it on the far wing. But it's turned the ball straight back over. With a bit of interest in Ben Taylor can repel for University. Switches the play effectively and finds Montaris. Montaris on the right, kicks the ball to space, and Blakely takes a good running mark. He can also chip the ball down the line to find Nathan Stewart. Stewart sells a bit of candy, lowers his eyes, and good kick and good play once again, University.
Yeah, look, they just seem to be really starting to pick them apart now with their ball use. It's really starting to, come to the front, how well they're able to actually use the ball. North Freo just starting to look a bit tired, unfortunately. I think that's why we're getting some easier kicks there. But look, great mark by Cam Wilson and gets to go and have a set shot on goal.
So Wilson's about 40 metres out, just about directly in front. A little bit of shot of goal by Wilson. Runs around the mark and kicks the ball down the line. Pretty mongrel kick by him. North Fremantle have it. Punch the ball forward and good defensive mark's been taken by the defender of Mitch Anderton. So Anderson, he can chip the ball down the line and good mark then by Jack Micro. Serviceable game by Micro as well, down back for North Freo. He can kick the ball down the line. Once again, Spall or mark. Well done then by Patoli. He's been good, but North Fremantle have the numbers here. If it stands up, it will be okay through Carter. Carter was good over the far side, trying to find Anderson. Bring the ball to the corridor once again. Do North Fremantle, and taking a good mark is Ben Fraser. He's had a good game, Fraser. Family listening in for Bunbury. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Fraser. Your son's done well. He chips the ball over the far side and finds the actor in Cooper. Cooper on the left. Trying to find Perrin. Beautiful kick by Cooper to space. Can this time Perrin make him pay, Brett?
Difficult shot. He's a tight angle, but he's a classy footballer, so you'd like to think you put any spark in this game, he'd need to slot this.
So Jack Perrin in the pocket. Difficult angle. Kick off the ball was okay. Good sprawl over the top. Defensive sprawl was very good by Dent, so a minor score only for North Fremantle. They need more than that. It's on the Dartfish scoreboard. They trail at the moment 6 goals 5 to University, 12 goals 7. We're going just on 8 minutes of the last quarter.
Yeah, you've noticed at the moment when North Freo seem to go forward with the ball, University just happened to be the right place at the right time to cut it off. Look, that last one there was just an uncharacteristic Ben Harding area that probably led to them being able to get that ball forward. But University now just still streaming forward and trying to, put their stamp on this game.
So running down the forward area, Tim O'Hara just plays the 1%ers, does O'Hara, and they come out the passage of play and find Stewart. He's been good too, Stewart. Once again, they use the corridor to Davies. He's lifted since being pushed in the midfield of the ground. One of the reasons why they're in front, Matty Davies lowers his eyes. Beautiful kick, finds Coulterton. Coulterton on the far wing. Use that trusting left foot, Coulterton. And beautiful kick, lowers his eyes and finds his teammate there, and Thompson on the left. Ooh. And beautiful mark.
Well done.
By, I think it's Lockie McGrath again. Sorry, Mackay.
Jeez, the little bloke was coming out pretty hard at him as well, wasn't he?
It was going to hit him on the right on the chest, Trombetto, and I think he could lining up 6 than he was. But the young fellow on debut, be a great effort to kick 3 in the game.
Oh, absolutely. You'd be stoked about that, and you'd be remembering that game for a long time.
Once again, set up boys in the middle of the ground by Davies. He's been the difference since. Good move by the coach, putting in the middle of the ground. Wasn't doing much up forward. So deliberate a shot. I'll go there by Lachlan Mackay. He loves the look of it, and why wouldn't you? On debut, the young fella, Lachlan Mackay, has kicked his 3rd goal. 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 3rd, and now 1 in the last.
Yeah, he's played really well, and look, it's great to see young players coming up. I saw he was playing in the Colts last week, and he's ended up with his debut straight into the league side. So that's really a good effort there. You mentioned Matty Davies. Look, it's interesting to note he actually doesn't move a lot from the middle of the ground, but look, North Freo haven't worked out that they've actually got to pick him up. When he's got the ball in his hand, he's pretty dangerous. But as we've mentioned, he's just been super dominant since he's landed in the middle of the ground.
He has that such penetrating left foot kick, too, and he can kick the ball over the lines. And good player. Middle of ground once again. Murray brings to the contest. Kick the ball forward again by them, attacking forward. University had to go back through Blakely. It was okay. Have the numbers again. Good handball over the top to Montaris. Finds Nathan Blakely. He can line up again, Blakely. And should have done a lot more than that. And he knew it straight away. He's kicked it out of bounds on the full with no score.
The blinkers went on then for the big fella. He wanted fourth.
He thought he was in a operating table about to give someone a jab. It's a bit of an easy goal, but it wasn't. But he's had a good game, Blakely. Turned the ball over. And Thomas Kajiski has read that. He sent us the ball once again. Very consistent they are. And good tackle over the top by University in Dent. Kajiski was okay for North Freo. Kicked the ball on the right boot. Mongrel kick. Can find Fiamio. It stands under. Trouble by Blakely. Good effort by him. 1% by them is good. Blakely's second effort was okay. Dived into the contest. And ball's going nowhere. The umpire says give the ball to me. So just over 11 minutes. 13-7 to 6-5. University up by just over 7 goals on the Dartfish scoreboard. Once again, thanks very much for Brett Mayo and Coates High for the courtesy of the scissor lift there and getting good coverage there by Jack, the cameraman. The ball comes on the boot. Kicking the ball full. Good defensive pressure by North Freo. Falls in the hands of Stewart. Stewart can lower his eyes. Good kick. And finds his teammate there in Lake. Lake can kick the ball on the far side and finds that play we keep talking about. Davies has got BO because no one's on him at the moment. He could kick this one, but no, he kicks the ball to the pocket and it's about to push them back, or a mark by Cullerton. It's the latter. It's nothing, and this ball still in play. Now it's out. Comedy of errors there at the moment. But once again, Davies always gets his hand on the footy.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Look, the sting has gone out of it a little bit at the moment. A few more skill errors. We saw the young bloke just almost fall over the line there as well. So, look, some tired players out there today. But University still pushing hard to try and get another goal on the board.
And there's Blakely. Handball over the top in the pocket. Spider just at the back, might have taken a mark, but a sport off the ball. He pleaded for a free kick for the umpire. He didn't get it. So North Fremantle can repel and tries to find there. Troy Feeney is outnumbered. Very quick on his feet there was Jack Conti. On his right was beautiful kick, but good spoil by the North Fremantle defender, Adam Feeney.
The trip home to North Fremantle cannot come quick enough, Cam. They are paddling and look really heavy in the legs, and Uni are just running on top of the ground. It's got ugly written all over it.
Do you think, Brett, because it's such a, they always switch to playing a lot of run and carry for North Fremantle, it can definitely be taxing on the bodies, and that's probably why they're tired.
Yeah, look, I think that's quite possible, actually. Oh, great spoil there. Look, you really notice it with the, as soon as you start getting those Ks in the legs, if they're not able to get the work in at training and pre-season and all that kind of stuff, then, you can start to fall away pretty quickly. The game plan that they play actually does work really well, but as you said, it is really, really taxing.
And McManus, good handball down the back half the ground for North Fremantle. Ordinary kick, standing under it, just about taking a good mark was Harding, close to best on ground. Harding gets it again, kick it around the corner, was okay.
Oh, jeez.
And Matthew Montaris pushed it left for a minor score. So it's junk time at the moment here at McGillivray. They've got this one in the bag, has University, 13-9, North Fremantle of 6-5.
Interesting question you pose, actually, Cam, because 2 weeks ago we watched them against Kingsway. They were well in front at three-quarter time and they ran out of legs in that last quarter. So yeah, it may be just the game plan that is too taxing for amateur level, perhaps.
So running off the ground then was Benny Fraser on his right. That's a good kick, thumping, penetrating kick. Perham at the bottom of the pack. Socket off the ground and good defensive pressure by the University player there in Conti. Very good effort by them. Too many weak links at the moment for University.
No, pretty strong right the way across the ground, aren't they? Their midfield group is, red hot, and a couple of the young forwards that they have up there as well, very dangerous. So, look, they're going to be a side that can probably challenge this year, I think.
It's interesting, three-quarter time score at Kingsway versus Curtin Uni Wesley's. Kingsway have come back to only 3 points, the margin at three-quarter time. So, good effort by them. Back to this game here. Fullerton, good mark.
Have missed Andrew Stephen in the middle today, North Fremantle.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Good body, experienced player.
Yep. So here's Cullerton, the left footer for Uni. Kicks the ball straight down the line. Big pack of plays there. Brings the ball to the ground. North Fremantle will have it. Handball's okay. Fiamano was okay. Brings the ball in the corridor. It's a good kick by then. Palimbo was okay. Handball over the top then to Lachlan McGrath. Ordinary kick by him was McGrath. Put his player pair under all kinds of pressure. And that's why University can repel and repel well through Conti. Honours the lead there in Thompson. On the far side, Thompson switches play back to Conti. Conti can go way back again, and they do that effectively and find Patoli. He's had a good duel there on Perrin Patoli. It's only held Perrin to 2 goals, so good effort by Patoli, the defender for University.
Yeah, North Fremantle had enough of the footy for him to probably have a big impact in that ward.
Oh, I agree with you there. He's been very, very good today. Look, Perrin still probably could have kicked 4, I would have thought, today. But, you know, to only kick the 2, you'd have to see that as a win for University and Tom Patoli.
Good kick by the big ruckman, Nathan Murray. Very good skill for the big play. Goes back again to Jake Conti. He goes way, way back. Tom Patoli, tune up some time here. They got the game in the bag, and he wouldn't be too worried about it. But tell you what, ordinary effort by them. That's a fantastic goal. Ooh. Oh, it's just on the point line here. It would have been a good goal then to Benny Fraser. And unfortunately, it got touched right on the goal area for a minor point. So they've only kicked 3 points since three-quarter time. It's in North Fremantle, with University have already kicked 2 in this last quarter. And good mark. He's been outstanding, hasn't he, Harding? I think it's, sorry, it is Harding.
Yeah, it is Harding.
He's had a lot of the footy, and his work rate's unbelievable.
Yeah, he does work really hard off the ball. So no surprise you end up in your hands a fair bit if you just keep working that hard.
Yeah, he's just that genuine inside and outside midfielder that you know you need nowadays, isn't he? He's a very, very good player.
Absolutely. Ball comes to the ground. North Fremantle have it. Tried to chisel the ball out was Barton. He's been fairly quiet, Barton. And once again, a lot of players around the contest. And the umpire says, give the ball to me. It's going nowhere. So throwing the ball up. Just over 17 minutes. About 8 minutes of this game to go. Definitely go down and win for University. Played a good brand of footy they have. Harding at the bottom of the pack again. His second or third effort all day has been very good. And close to winning the Dartfish, beating in the Hong Kongs, I would have thought. But I've got 2 fellow judges there, and I don't want to sway you guys, so we'll have a little bit of a regroup before the game. I think
those thongs go good with those orange strides you got on, mate. So
would work very well, I think. Yeah.
Kicking the ball down the line. Have the numbers here. University again. Stewart ran into the player there, and will be a free kick, I would have thought, to North Fremantle. And a rare opportunity there for Troy Feeney. He's been fairly quiet as well. Been a lot of players quiet. And Ben Ellsbury comes back on the ground. And so does Jake Diggle. So rotating the players still, they are North Fremantle. But can Troy Feeney bring up his first, but more importantly, bring up North Fremantle's 7th? So Feeney take a good kick from there. Deliberate shot of goals. Leans back. And great kick for Feeney. And a good goal for North Fremantle, but too little too late for them, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's the names we called in the second quarter and the early parts of the third quarter, your names you call in Cam regularly, all that midfield group for North Fremantle. I haven't heard their names a hell of a lot since, unfortunately for them. And it's just, as Ward alluded to earlier, the game more often than not is one in the middle of the ground, and University boys has taken over in there.
Certainly have. And they maintain their position. The top 3 will University. An interesting game, like I said, three-quarter time. Curtin Uni Wesley is sitting second. They're up by 3 points, and Kingsway was sitting 4th, so very tough there on the top of the ladder between those 4 sides. Murray again, ruckwork was good. Tackle was okay by Harding. They have the ball through Palumbo. Handballers over the top was okay. Through traffic once again, the tackle by University was good. Put the afterburners over there was Brad Cooper on his left. Kicks the ball to the forward pocket. Who's holding the who there? I think you'll find it's a kick to Fiamano for North Freo. He's been fairly quiet. Brad is good a few weeks ago against Kingsway, but hasn't done much this game at all.
Yeah, they did throw a different look at him for a little while in the middle with Watson and himself, and I think McGrath went in there, but yeah, probably not as didn't play as well as he did a couple of weeks ago. We saw him against Kingsway.
So Fiamingo decides to kick the ball, penetrating kick, gains a bit of distance, but big pack over there, and a big thumping sport of the University defender there in Brett Evans. Sees the ball out of bounds once again in the pocket area of North Fremantle.
The professor's been quiet as well, Cam.
Professor's been very quiet.
He has.
Probably spent too much time in the classroom. Should have probably investigating some more situations.
Outplayed by the doctor, you feel.
Outplayed by the doc. Umpire throws a ball in. Murray, good ruck work over the top. Okay to Harding. Handball's even better to him. Keeping his feet. I think he got tackled below his knees. Umpire said no, it is. Boundary line throw in. So just over 21 minutes here. It's 13-9 to 7-8 on the Dartfish scoreboard. University are well in command at the moment.
Harding must be high 30s in possession.
Yeah, look, he'd have to be. The thing I noticed throughout most of the game, apart from a really brief period, they haven't actually really paid a lot of attention to Ben Harding throughout the game. They pretty much let him run his own race. The only time when he wasn't particularly influential was purely because North Freo were just winning the contest. So, look, when he has been able to get the ball, he's been really damaging. And look, I probably agree with Cam. He's probably going to be close to my best on ground today.
Absolutely, pushing the ball forward. Well done by North Fremantle. Good attack on the footy.
Been good today.
Kuno's been outstanding.
Yeah, he's tried really hard, and he's got a lovely right foot on him.
Well, managed to get a handball over the good strength then by the player in Tommy Bertoli. Have the numbers over the top here. Finds Stewart. The 1-2 is okay. There's that player we'll keep talking about again, Harding, for possession about 35. Over the top to the first gamer in Lachlan Mackay. He's been good, Mackay. He's kicked a couple.
He does that very well, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he?
Jeepers.
He decides to play. He wants it back. Handball over the top wasn't affected. And an easy goal and well played there to Gajitski. And another nail in the coffin for North Fremantle. It's just junk time and training at the moment for the university side.
He has crept up on us, Gajitski, I believe. That's right.
He's played well.
Yeah. He's well and truly in their top six, I would have feel. You've called his name a lot today. He's just got a great tank. His work rate's good, and he uses the footy well, and probably really a just reward for a tough game and a goal to finish with.
Yeah.
I think the little fella wanted it back though, Ward.
Oh, look, I reckon he's going to be pretty dark with him at the moment. I would have thought there. You'd be taking the dozen if you could, or half dozen, I should say. But look, really well done by Gajitski there, and University right on top with only a couple minutes left now.
They've been in dark, and do you reckon that's the reason they turned the lights on?
During the second quarter? Jeez. I'd say that's why they've left it on now, mate.
There's Murray brings the ball to the contest. Through traffic was okay to late. He's set upon by 3 or 4 players. One of those was Cooper. And umpire said, give the ball to me. The last 2 minutes of this game, we have to choose the best player on the ground, boys. And once again,
I think we're decided on that one, Cam, I feel. I think it's a general consensus today.
I think it's Benny Harding, number 5 for Uni. He's been outstanding. So he will get the Dartfish beanie and the pair of thongs.
So what do North Fremantle walk away with? They got within a point in the third quarter. Kicked 1 goal since, unfortunately, the opposition had kicked 8. So,
look, for me, I think... Look, I think they'd probably have to take out of it that they know that their brand of footy, when it's really going well, is actually right up there with some of the competition's best. We saw them do that against, Kingsway. We've seen them do it against University, both two really good sides. Whether that brand of footy actually stands up to 4 quarters against some of the top teams in an A-grade comp, I'm not sure.
Again, I tell you what, he was
finish.
Absolutely brilliant.
Well done.
Thomas Gajitski, through oncoming traffic, went one way, went the other, kept his feet, kick around the goal, and that is an absolute brilliant goal, and that sums up his game, Gajitski. He's been close to the top 3 on the ground as well. Good effort by the young fella.
Yep, absolutely. Probably the Dartfish goal of the day, I feel.
Yep, absolutely.
Cam?
So coming down now to the last 30 seconds is going to be a very easy victory here for the University side. They have been dominant all day, and they've played a very good brand of footy, and that's why they're up by just over 8 goals at the moment. And the last 20 seconds of play coming into vogue now. And I might get you once again, Brett, to do the honours to award Ben Harding the BOG. Will the ground once again, Murray wins it. There's Harding again, handball was slick and effective, kicking the ball forward. And that is the full-time score here. Sees University 15 goals 9. North Fremantle 7 goals 6. A good victory by them. The major goal scorers, Chomboto's kicked 5, 4 of those in the first quarter. 3 goals to Blakely, 3 goals to Lachlan Mackay on debut. Good effort by the young fella. Thomas Kajicic was 2, and Giles Dent kicked 1. And for North Fremantle, 2 goals to Jake Perham, and single goal scorers to McGrath, to Putland, to Hilton, to Fraser and to Feeney. But I tell you what, Ward, an outstanding effort by University. They kicked 9 goals in the last half.
Yeah, it looks super impressive. We got to half time thinking that, geez, we thought North Freo could, going to really take it up to them and could even be the team to beat going into the second half. But look, they just found another gear, didn't they? They started to win the ball more out of the middle, and unfortunately the North Freo team just genuinely started to look tired, but super impressive performance there by University, knocking off North Freo. North Freo not disgraced, but just ran out of legs in the end, and congratulations to University.
And Ben Harding will get the Archie thongs and the beaning in a dominant display by him, by University, just when they needed someone. And also, I think a good coaching move by the coach was put Davis in the midfield. His bulk and his ability to kick the ball over the line, it was a major difference then. And also Thomas Kajicki in the midfield, and also in the ruck. Can't stop Blakely, and also Hamish Murray. Good effort by them as well.
Yeah, obviously, as you mentioned, they're right the way across the ground. They had a lot of strong players, and did we mention young Sean Trombotta there as well?
Back,
with
yeah.
He's ended up kicking 5 for the day. Probably could have kicked 6 or 7 in the end. But look, he was really good. The thing I liked about Gajewski actually is he looks like he plays right the way across the ground and ends up jagging a couple in the last quarter due to his work rate. But lots of strong players across the ground for Uni. North Freo had a couple of good players as well, though.
Yep, here we go. Trying to get the player of the game here is Benny Harding. Here he is now. Brett has him. He wins the thongs and also the beanie.
All right, team, we have Ben Harding here from the University Footy Club. Great win, and individually an outstanding effort. We thought you run on the outside and you work in the middle. Won you today the Dartfish beanie and the Archie thongs.
Thanks, mate. Good game to North. I think the boys, big congrats to Dwayne Lake on 150 games. Now we're building some good momentum, and it's a good hit out.
Yeah, it was a game of some real shifts and momentum during the contest, and the 8 to 9 minute period in the third quarter where you kicked 4 or 5 goals probably was the difference in the contest, and your run and carry in the last quarter was outstanding. Congratulations to yourself and your whole team, and Dwayne who on his 150th.
Thanks. Cheers. Thanks, mate.
Unanimous best player in the ground was Benny Harding. Well done, and well done also to the team. Thanks very much, Ward, for your calling there. It's been absolutely fantastic. And Brett Mayo once again doing a fantastic job behind the scenes and also commentating as well. Thank you very much for Jack doing the filming, Hailing doing for the producing. So it's been a good victory here for University. Have won out quite easily winners here. 15-9 to North Fremantle, 7-6 from McGillivray. And we are next week. Pretty sure we've got the University game again. University Wembley at the home of the Wembley Footy Club. So it's good evening here from McGillivray.